What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Yeah, we're doing a live stream here, so if you guys watching live, welcome. We're just gonna be doing our CBC stuff. It's non-personal reward CBC. And yeah, if you guys are watching from YouTube, welcome. And if you guys are watching from the future, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you guys are having a good day so far. Let's go. What's up, Nero? What's up, Captain? How are you guys? How's CBC going? Let me readjust my resolution here so it doesn't look so weird. Oh. Yeah, haven't done any of my dailies yet, so we'll just be doing a bunch of dailies today. And then we'll just be hanging out. So hopefully you guys are got your coffee. I got my coffee going, so let's do it. Haven't done anything yet. How do you guys like the market? I actually kind of like it. You get some gear once in a while, which is kind of nice, but obviously takes a lot of silver and stuff. But get our clan boss chest overcapped here. 2,000 points. Good morning. Good morning, Boots. Good morning. How are you in hard faction wars? I'm about 650. 650. Honestly, yeah, I kind of stopped like pushing. I just farm whatever I maxed out in. It's I just don't have the time to do it. But I try to do whatever I can. If I get a new champ, then I'll build it out and then see how far it goes. But yeah, I haven't really pushed at all for hard faction wars. You just pulled Armand's? Nice, man. Yeah, if you don't have him, Armand's is pretty huge. Pretty huge champ. Always buy speed boot, speed main, and roll for speed ascension. Yep. If you can get it, yeah, quick, easy, cheap speed ascension, then that's pretty nice. You know, nice cheap boot, right? Do this. And sorry, I gotta play my other account too, so we'll be doing that as well. Some coffee. It is 4:30 in the morning for me, so it's pretty early. Yeah, if you guys watch my channel, I'm up pretty early, especially for CVC. It's usually pretty early for me. I think it starts around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Hey Kincaid, how are you? Good morning. Happy CVC. Looking forward to today's clan shop reset. Get some of the rare crafting material. Realize it costs 3,000 clan gold for one relic craft. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. I don't know what to say. I mean, they could have made it. I think they probably could have made it like 500. Like 500 would have been, 50%, like a third off. So 2,000 I think would have been more reasonable. I don't know. 750 seems like quite a bit. I guess the way they value like the relics, I'm not too surprised, to be honest. I have a lot of CVC gold, but I can see it's a little bit expensive. You can only buy one craft, which is, I don't know. I thought they would give us like more crafts, because then CVC happens once every 2 weeks. Like every 2 weeks, you're giving us one rare. Like who cares? Like you know what I mean? Like every 2 weeks, you're giving us one rare. I don't know. And 3,000 gold, that could be somebody's entire CVC, right? Like that's or sorry, so that's someone's entire week of Hydra. For one craft, one rare craft. It's ridiculous. I don't know what they're thinking. Kind of doubtful that they'll change it right away as well, since they just put it in. So some people are starting to get Polara. Apparently, she's extremely bad. I played with her on the test server. I ran out of time to make a video on her, but I did play test her. I built her for full damage. I wasn't impressed with the damage, but she's two good kits put into one champion, and that's good. You know, she's still a good champion, but as far as mythical goes, she's not, insane, right? Like if you're expecting to get like an insane champion at the end of Hard Faction Wars, then she's not gonna be that insane champion for you. But you never know, right? Because like Carnage, in the beginning, Carnage, wasn't insane. People didn't really, you know, figure him out yet. But after people started getting him and start playing with him a bit more, then Carnage is actually a really, really nice champion. And I think Polara would probably be, similar, right? Not a lot of people playing with him yet. Eventually people will find out how to what to do with him, what to do with Polara. So she's a good champ. She'll find a way to get played. This one, 100 divas, sure. Here's clan shop, and then yeah, 3,000, 3,000 coins for this. Pretty expensive, but it is. I always pick up accuracy, crit rate, charms. I always pick up speed charms, of course. Oh, that would have been nice if you could like buy 5 of these. That would have been nice. Yeah, pretty good. You think she'll get buffed? Probably not. Probably not. She's not bad enough to get buffed. So probably not. Do you think it's a good idea for beginner to start playing Raid? I plan to play completely free to play. I mean, you just play for fun, right? So if you like playing Raid, then Raid's a pretty fun game, and it's definitely, you can definitely play it free to play, of course. It's just different, right? So don't expect the game to be easy free to play, but you can still have lots of fun with it. Faction War boss. We'll do some. Actually, We'll do the tag team stuff. It's non-personal reward CVC, so we're just gonna be pretty chill. How does it feel to have 3 newts? Feels pretty good, man. Do the fusion and then get lucky. Get lucky twice. I never went for like a progressive or anything for newt. I just kind of just pulling shards, and then yeah, we got 2 extra ones on top of the fusion. So where else do I use 3? 3 is pretty overkill sometimes, especially with Marius. So with Marius, it's like you basically have 4 champions that can do all that max HP stuff. Uh, duh, 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 duh. What you think about Tuhanarok? Tuhanarok's a good champ. It depends. I mean, if you're a new player, Tuhanarok's going to be really good. She has that passive that kind of passively cleanses off your debuffs, which is really nice. Increased speed, increased defense is really, really good for early game players because, if you're lacking the stats, those buffs really help. She also brings decreased speed, which is good against some situations, some bosses, not all bosses. And then she brings block buffs, which is really good for Hydra if you don't have any block buff champions, for example. She's Void Affinity too, and that's a big deal sometimes. Accuracy in all battles. Yeah, it really depends on how you want to use her. Like you can use her in Clan Boss, you can use her in Hydra, use her like general waves. 1 sacred only and Mishinaki and Gaeth the True Shield. Congrats. Those are pretty good. I mean, from 1 sacred shard, you can't really complain. You get 2 Legos from 1 sacred shard. That's pretty huge. I can't really participate with the sacred shards this time. I don't have much on my main account, but I think we'll pull on our alt account. Yeah, we got a lot of shards. Well, not a lot. We got 34 sacred shards, and then we're 17 up on mercy. We'll probably do the sacred shard pulls on my alt. Sand Devil just opened. I guess we're grinding Sand Devil. Like my mustache? All right. Thank you, man. Use 6, got nothing. That sounds about right. Unfortunately. As a player that spends, you have to find the parts of the game that you really enjoy and focus on the style of gameplay to progress your account. Yeah, it's true. Exactly. Will you be going for White King? I don't, no. No thanks. I don't really chase champions. I try not to, because that's kind of how you get in states of disappointment. And if you get disappointed in this game enough, this game becomes no fun anymore. So I just have a, very different outlook on some things. Like there's not many champions where I would like actively chase, and then I would have to be in the right kind of situation to chase it. Like I'm not gonna force it, right? Like right now, like Yumiko would be a pretty good upgrade for my account because Yumiko can kind of change some of my Hydra teams, for example, can give me more damage. Could probably change my Chimera teams. So Yumiko would be a game changer for me. Another one would be Suzanne. So Suzanne would be a bit of a game changer for me as well. But I'm not in a good spot to chase those voids. I'm low on mercy. I don't have I have like 120 void shards, so I can't even guarantee that I'll get a pull or like get a legendary pull. So I have to be in a good position to actively chase a champion. Pulling outside of like events and stuff, it's just not very good return. Just leads to disappointment. Unless you have a lot of shards and or you don't care, you have money and stuff. But the way I play the game, like I'm not gonna chase like that. Without spending, progress in raid will take a long time considering there's so many content. If you're patient type of player, you might enjoy it. Yeah, you have to be very patient. You can't really compare yourself to other people. That's a big thing too. Like the more you compare to other people, uh the less you enjoy the game, to be honest. You're like if you see your clanmates like pulling like really nice champions, and then you're getting like jealous or you want to match, then the game's gonna get very disappointing very quickly. So personally for me, I don't look at showcase pictures and stuff. Like if you pull something nice, good for you, right? But like for example, like my cluster, we keep most of the really lucky pulls. We try to keep those in like a specific channel, and I never go to that channel because in the past I would feel very like very envious, like, oh, this person pulled like Duchess, person pulled this and that, and then it would really like make me disappointed in my own pulls sometimes. But yeah, the fact is now like I don't care what other people pull, because it doesn't matter, right? Like I just play the way I play, and you know whatever I get on top is the unexpected surprise kind of thing. But usually when I commit shards, it's for something. So when I commit shards, it's for something that's guaranteed at the end. Whether it's a fusion, whether it's like artifact, whether it's gear, relics, whatever, blessings. You get something in the end of it. So even if you pull absolutely nothing, you at least get something. Think about it like think about shards like currency. You pay the shards, you get the thing at the end, and then whatever you pull from the shards, then consider it bonus, right? That's kind of the way. That's the best way to think about it. But of course, in the beginning, you're desperate for pulls, right? In the beginning, you're desperate for pulls. You want like stuff to progress your account, and that's when I think that's when Plarium gets people the most. When people really get FOMO about pulling something, and then oh, if I'm at 25x, I want this champion, and I just need to get more shards. And hey, demonic, what's up, man? I'm holding off in case it is a doggo soul. There's 100% going to be a dog soul. My guess is that they're going to put it in a hero's path with Packmaster Shayak. And then, yeah, it'll be up to you to decide which one you want. Packmaster Shayak or the 5-star soul. Pretty sure they're going to do that, considering that we don't have a Titan event right now. But yeah, that's kind of okay. It kind of gives people like an opportunity to get Shayak if they don't have it. But it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be very expensive. I would say probably like 20 Sacred Shards. Similar to like Balar, right? If you guys remember what happened with Balar, Balar cost 20 Sacred Shards, 21 Sacred Shards. And the soul for Balar cost 20 Sacred Shards. So in total, like 40 Sacred Shards for both. For or it could be souls plus soul stones, right? That's probably what it's gonna be since you know I don't know. It's just the most restrictive requirements. What part of the game do you think needs reworked the most? Um, I mean, I think there's a little bit. You can say there's a little bit for every area. Like for example, like Siege, I could see needing some love. Hydra, definitely needs some. It's Hydra is heading in the direction. I think Hydra's heading in a more bad direction, and they kind of need to like figure out what they want to do with it. Like, do they want people to do like hundreds of billions of damage? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do they want Hydra to have those numbers again? Because it's heading in that direction again. So I don't know. They need to make it more difficult or scale back how we do damage a little bit. I don't know. They need to do something a little bit with Hydra. Um, Librarina seems like it's okay right now, to be honest. Librarina seems okay. The relic system probably needs to be reworked a little bit. Um, some of these, yeah, and then some of the costs of some of these events are just kind of insane. Um, like yeah, but I think it's just people need to be more selective, right? You can't assume to be doing every single event. You can't do like unless you pay. It's really hard to do every single event. Like every guarantee, every blessing, like every soul, every fusion, etc., etc. You kind of have to be a little bit more choosy. So I think that is not too bad. Like having lots of events is just giving more choice. It's not a bad thing. Um, yeah, there's a little bit here and there. I wouldn't say anything like glaringly bad. But there's a little bit of changes here and there that I would suggest to them. It took him more than a year to get a mythical from Primal. Yeah, it took me 20 months to get my first mythical from a Primal. 204 Primal shards. Kind of glad that they did the extra legendary of Sacreds because if they did on Ancients, I might be tempted to pull. Yeah, Sacreds has been overdue. People were waiting for the Sacred one for a long time, for like 2 months or something now. 150k USD get you 14, 15 mythicals though. Yeah. Well, I mean, the guy with that account, he had to pay. He had to pay for the mythicals. He had to pay for all the blessings. Like, if you guys can imagine, man, like the 6-star blessings for mythicals. There's no target. Like, there's no wish list. There's no nothing, right? Like, it's ridiculous. And how many? Like, I usually pull my soul stones during 2x events, right? So for me, I usually pull my soul stones during 2x events, and the soul stone system has been in the game for over 2 years, and I have one mythical 6-star soul. So that guy with that account, he has 6-star mythical, like he has multiple 6-star mythical souls. And he's only been playing the game for 4 months, so he hasn't even gotten all those boosted events, right? So he's pulling off boosted events, and he's getting 5-star, 6-star mythical souls. So you can imagine how much money he spent on soul stones, right? on top of primal shards. Um, yeah, I would say each mythical champion probably costs him like $1,000, like conservatively speaking, $1,000. And he has like about 15 or 16 mythicals, so that's like easily 16,000. You're paying for what, 8 to 10 mythical books. I don't know how much mythical books cost. Like I have no idea, to be honest. I would say what, $20, 25 bucks each. So you're talking like $200 in books each champion. So $200, that's like 3K. 3K to book out all those mythicals. Um, yeah, so we're talking 20 grand right there just for his mythicals, and then we're talking the blessings. Each 5 or 6 star mythical blessing probably costs you, I don't know, $1,000 at least. I don't know. So yeah, it racks up, right? It really racks up, and he has purchased gear sets. So 5 pieces of gear cost you what, $50, right? Like, and then he'll probably buy 5 of them, so that'd be $250 for 5 sets of gear. And then he has all those Lego books. I would say he probably used like hundreds of Lego books already, and he's probably farmed like 2. So, and each Lego book, depending where you buy it, could be like $5 to $20, somewhere around there. $5 to $20, I would say, at least, right? So yeah, it racks up, right? I think people don't see where that money goes, but when you really break it down, it's like, yeah, it's a lot. You pulled Sue. Then recently, the only issue with pulling speed champion is not having the soul for faction guarding for speed stats. Yeah, this game, if you want to play it at a high level now, you need the blessings. You need all the stats you can get: blessings, faction guardians, whatever. Right? You need all of it now. So even if you pull a really good champion, if you don't have the blessing, it's a really big negative, right? Almost to the point where you can't even use the champion anymore. Like a lot of times I look at my roster and I look at which champions I have the high blessings on. And then it's like, oh, now this champion is usable because the blessings are high. Otherwise it's not. That's kind of crazy that way. Do you think it's better to do a champion with like 96 or 98 crit rate instead of going over 100? Every point above is just wasted. I rather, depends. It really depends on the content. But usually I just overcap the 100 because it's better to get a consistent result as opposed to not consistent. But if you're doing something for like it's like kind of like opportunity cost too, right? So like if you don't crit cap him, does he gain other stats? Does he gain speed? Does he gain more crit damage? Whatever, 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 right? So the equation might still work out in favor of a less than 100 crit cap champion. Like you might do more damage overall with less crit rate, right? So like if you're talking about situations where you don't care to be consistent, for example, like in dungeons, you want to be consistent, right? Because you don't want your dungeon runs to fail. So 100% crit rate is preferred in dungeons. But if you're doing something like Hydra, for example, um, you don't necessarily need 100% crit rate, but you want to at least benefit in some way. So is your champion faster? Is your champion tankier? Does your champion have more other stats? Whatever, whatever. Does your champion get to use a different set? And sometimes you don't need to be crit capped, but you still end up doing more damage because you make it up with adding other stats. Um, but if if your question is, should you just crit cap every champion? It's more important to crit cap your champion when you're doing stuff like dungeons, which cost you energy when you fail. So you don't want to fail because of a 2%. And if you're doing something like arena, where if you fail a crit, you lose the fight, you don't want to do that. So that's why you want to crit cap in arena for arena teams. But for things like boss damage, you can kind of get away without the crit because it's not as critical that you don't have it. But yeah, that's kind of like my long-winded reasoning for it. How would you build Shayak to pair with Crocad? Um, when I was testing him, I built him out in Hex. He honestly, you honestly can build him very loose. Like he doesn't need a particular set. The Hex set, because he has the passive that gives you a damage boost when he applies Hex, the only way he can apply Hex is when he gets hit. So if you give him a Hex set, now he can apply it when he attacks. He only has a single target attack, but he basically now can apply it himself, which does increase your team's overall damage. So I would just give him a Hex set. You could give him like, you could give him like protection, but honestly, it's not really necessary because he's just self buffs himself. And then he doesn't. Yeah, he's not going to do any damage. So you don't need to build him up with damage stats. Yeah, he's a pretty easy champion to build, to be honest. You can kind of just give him whatever gear. Yeah, 33 Ancients. I did massive gamble in the last 10 pop, but it gave me Newt, 2 Broad Malls, Relic Keeper, 2K Mysteries. For potential Fusion Champion Chase, plus the fact that you can prob summon Fusion Epic during Champion Chase. I mean, are you asking like how, if you're able to do a fusion given those resources? 2K Mysteries. I mean, you're probably pretty close. There's no guarantee that fusion epics are summon a bull during champion chase, so you can't really bank on that because it has to line up, right? You have to line up getting it. You have to line up that the champion chase is gonna happen. When you finish those events and all that stuff. So you're not guaranteed, and you have to, and the fusion has to be like a traditional fusion or a hybrid fusion for you to have, something to pull. So there's no guarantee that you're gonna get any kind of fusion epics to pull. But if you have 2,000 mystery shards, you're probably pretty close to finishing a champion chase. But the summon rush is the other issue. But you never know. Every fusion is slightly different, so maybe you can get away with skipping one of the summon events. You went for Armans but pulled a Priva. Not much testing on her on YouTube. Priva is pretty solid. She's not I wouldn't say she's insane, and it really depends on your progress in the game. She's a decent just a carry through the game. So I would say worth building out for most people and to use. For Demon Spawn, she's gonna be pretty good because if you don't have Duchess, she's a good reviver at least, like Priva. Yeah, increase, like she does increase speed, increase defense, I think. But she has no control, right? She doesn't have any like control for the waves or anything like that. So she's just purely for support, more like a reviver and buffer. You bought one of the rare clan relics, 3,000 gold for one, never again. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. But it's once every 2 weeks. Who cares, right? It's once every 2 weeks, and it's not even a guarantee that it's gonna be there, so it's not a big thing. But yeah, it's very minuscule. Like the benefit of them adding it there is very small. The fact that they only gave us one, the fact that it only happens once every 2 weeks, if it even happens, if it even shows up. So I would say it's a pretty big, miss on their end. Like, why even bother? You know what I mean? More ways to filter out gear quickly, I think. Yeah, they added that, or they're going to add stuff like that. I don't know. At some point they gotta do something about. They gotta do something about something. I don't know. They can't just keep. Like the accessory situation is pretty crazy, but I don't know what they can do, like to help people. I just got Harima in my 1+1. How do you have her built? I use her mainly for arena nowadays, but I don't even use her in arena, which is kind of sad because I love my Harima. I used her for a long time. I had her for a long time. I have her built in lethal stone skin. I guess I use her for like a lot like siege and stuff, siege teams, tag teams. But this is my Harima. She used to be one of my main damage dealers for live arena. But I kind of moved away from her after a seasonal gameplay started because she's a little bit slow. She's more for like go second, almost like go second teams because her passive's so strong. But yeah, this is what I have her built in. She's 6-star blessed, so I fully invested in her. I went from 0 stars all the way to 6 stars for her. So I am fully invested in her, but I don't use her as much anymore, unfortunately. Helm Smasher for tier 6 mastery, A1, A1. Yeah, I mean, she does pretty good. She doesn't hit super hard like right away. Like her first hit is not crazy hard, but if she stays alive, she's gonna scale up like this 100% increase. So then she starts doing crazy damage. But it takes her a little bit of time. When you put the numbers in that context, it's just absurd amount of money to speed things up. Yep. My wife pulled me a nude 2 days ago, and I pulled a 6-star sold for him this morning. Holy cow! Congrats, man. That's wild. Shit. 6-star sold for a champion that you would use like everywhere is just wild, man. It's a huge thing. Like for me, it's like, oh, I would love a 6-star newt, except I would probably never get one. Like I would never build him out to 6 stars. I have other champions that I would rather take to 6 stars instead, but it's crazy, man. Like the blessing system is just crazy. It's I don't know what they expect from people. Like I guess they expect people to pay. That's about it. Like if people don't pay, they need to grind the game for years to get 6-star champions. Um, yeah, it's insane. It's insane. So I built Fabian only because I pulled a 6-star blessing for him. Dude, Fabian's insane, man. Why would you just build him just because you have the blessing for him? Fabian's awesome. He's so good. If you were to do only one thing, clear Centranos monthly, gives you all the rewards and unlocks all the rooms, or give you 1,500 gems monthly. Oh, I see. Well, I'm pretty consistently almost clearing Centranos completely. And if you and clearing Centranos is 1,000,000% worth 1,500 gems a month. 1,000,000%. Like the gear you get, the soulstone materials you get, all the coins. Um, yeah, it's 1,000,000% worth 1,500 gems. 1,500 gems is like not really worth that much, especially when you're looking for like this specific gear, like the gear sets, merciless, supersonic. And then you're also getting a bunch of energy too, right? From Sin City, like Centranos. You're getting like, look at this. You're getting the remnants, you're getting the energy, you're getting the coins here. Like, yeah, it's 1,000,000% worth it. No question. No question. So yeah, let's see. I'm 661 on my faction wars. So you can see here 661. Um, like, I could push further, but I just choose to farm. I just farm whatever stage I'm at. That's about it. Yeah, I just don't really have time to get all sweaty on it. Going for avoid progressive? No, I'm not going for it. I'm not close. I'm not close to my mercy, and I usually don't participate in progressive events. They're more for wailing out on. Fell for debate and pulled my first Armans. Congratulations. Those are happy little mistakes. How much accuracy do you have on your Wukong? My Wukong is like 285, around there. Less than 300, more than 250. He's 4-star blast, so he could have a little bit more accuracy. But I went full damage on him. Like I have an attack banner instead of accuracy banner. It's just more important for him to do the damage than it is to strip usually. He's not going to be able to strip too often anyways, because you're not going to be taking somebody's stone skin off that often, but having a little accuracy helps. Like 285 I think is fine. He can strip like the nukers stone skin once in a while. But if you have less than 200, then some nukers would probably start resisting you too, because usually like nukers with like 5 or 6-star blessings, they have around 250 resistance. So you want to have at least 250 accuracy so that you can at least strip them. But yeah. I use Hex on Shayak with my tightest team. The one bonus Hex from his passive is huge. There we go. Yeah, exactly. What about building a Crocat a bit slow and just focusing on as much damage as possible? It deals a lot of damage just from ally attacks, counterattacks with Packmaster. Yeah, that's a very viable strategy. That's like the Obero strategy, right? Where everybody was building Obero with no speed and letting Shamail do everything, right? I forget what it was. But yeah, something like that. Looks like this scheme's not gonna work out. You can see, like, I just let it do auto things, and then hopefully things work out for the best. Sometimes it doesn't. This is not gonna work out for us. So yeah, we're just not gonna bother here. Oh, Necmo doesn't have gear. That could be why. Oh, Necmo doesn't have gear. Okay, one of the reasons. Uh, yeah, I was doing Chimera a little bit, so actually, do I have a free gear removal here? You. I like it that we have that free gear removal. Saves, it does save. It does save a little bit, like a million here, a million there. So it's nice. It's nice. Maybe I can do 18. Maybe we'll do 18 since everybody's here. I don't have any damage on this team. Fushan's the only damage. Could bring Dracomorph. Uh, yeah, like look at this gear I have on Fushan. It's pretty meh, right? With Perry. Hmm. All right, let's gear him up for real. And let's see if okay, fine. Let's push. Let's do a push. What do we got here? Doing Wukong's gear. Pretty low base attack. Space. Yeah, sort this out later. Um Again. All right. Can you show stats on your Marius? Yeah, sure. Should be 10 relic crafts for 3,000 gold. I mean, yeah, even even reduce the cost. But yeah, they should give us more than one craft. I think it's kind of ridiculous that it's only one craft. Let's see. We have Molly. I don't want to save the strip because then they have the Brogni here. Gotta kill this Molly first. Well, that's nice. The fear's going off. First wave's always the easiest, right? Oh no, we got provoked. Come on. There's no damage on this squad, right? We have Fushan for damage. Uh, how come my Sandel 25 team is failing? My Godseeker's 209, Ninja's 190. Yeah, it could be a lot of things, man. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. Turn meter stuff, relics, gemstones, AI presets. So there's a lot, man. You gotta be a little bit more specific. Oof, pretty big hit, my friend. Uh, du- 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 Fushan's A1 hits harder than his A2, I think, and his A3. Yeah, our Fushan's not hitting very hard. Even though we have Wukong's gear on, it's not hitting very hard. Could be masteries, could be a lot of stuff. Come on. Rila and Elenaro, at least I hit. But you, yeah, pretty ugly. But the honestly, the pool for non-voids is like, huge, right? And there's so much bad champions in there, you can't really expect anything good. When are Plarium buffing the Hydra chest rewards? I don't think they're gonna be doing that. They already kind of did that a long time ago, right? Did they? And this Nell's kind of nasty here. I killed this Elva off. Ugh. Ugh, look at all these poisons. Ugh. Oh no, stuff's happening. They're breaking loose. Damn, the increased resistance too. A little nasty. Oh, oh, sheep. Sheep's pretty huge. Okay, down goes Furo. That's pretty huge. Have they released anything about the Hound Soul? No, they haven't done anything yet. But they said, obviously something will happen. But so far we didn't get anything yet. My guess is going to be a hero's path. And then you get the choice: Packmaster or Soul, or both for a stupid amount of resources. Come on, come on. There you go. Bill Ramontu for damage. Yeah, that's a good call. It's just it's not a big focus, so I don't really care too much. I just want to do it with like minimal effort. Oh no. Oh no, we're losing guys. Kill this guy. Got the fear going on. Oof, this guy hits super hard. I think we're okay here. I think we got through this stage. I mean, we didn't even look at the conditions here. Defeat 4 enemies before they take a turn. Yeah, like yeah, yeah, like that's not really happening. So Yeah, just my main goal is just like completing the stage so I can farm it. But yeah, the Polaris stuff, that's gonna take a while. We'll get there eventually. No stress. You think there's gonna be a soul event for Packmaster? They already said there's gonna be a soul for the dog, so it's gonna be 100%. It's just when it's gonna happen. Check masteries for Godseeker. Don't use cycle. Extra speed. Run is failing every now and then. It's likely because Sand Devil crit. Then survivability. Yep. All those are factors. Yep. Hey, Elite Waves, what's up, man? Finally got Lydia after a year free to play. Looking forward to Faction Wars hard only. Find it ridiculously harder than normal. Felt despondent and I couldn't even do level 1. Yeah, it's pretty tough, especially if you're just, eking through Faction Wars normal. So, just take your time, no sweat, man. No sweat. Everybody progresses at different pace. It's kind of it's a good thing, right? If you have a game that you can complete easily, then there's no payoff. So it's a good thing that it's difficult. I just did Lizardman 21 to Tatsu, Jinwan are brutal. Nice. Yeah, they are brutal. The Jinwan never been more scary. Oof. Uh, Galathier. There we go. Dead Galathier. I gotta kill this Raglan before stuff happens. Okay. Oops, I didn't see the block debuff. Oh no. Do you think it's worth it to pull all the shards I have? Very few. No. Because the likelihood of you getting something is very low. Um, but I mean, of course you can gamble and all that stuff, but the expected return is nothing. Um, and yeah, it's very unlikely for you to pull a legendary. Excuse me. If I were you, I'd probably just save for a fusion. But what's up, Alex? It's just me or the price of silver in the clan shop go up? I'm not too sure. I never look at the silver cost, to be honest. See what this wave is all about. What do we got here? We got Kaja, we got Siegfried, we got Cardio. We need to stun both of them. All right, we stun all of them. That's nice. Block out their passives. No timid shenanigans. Really need to kill some of these guys off. Uh, Cardio with the cleanse is pretty nasty here. Can we get fears? There we go, fears. Okay. Nice, nice. I like it. Gotta kill off this Kaja before bad things happen. Oh, really? She had the lockout on too. The Ramontu locked her out. Or locked out one of her skills. Damn it. I kill his cardio. Okay. Kill. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're good. What's the defeat 3 while they're under 10 debuffs? Anyways. um only been able to do stage 1 for barbarians, but I have Armans, Odin, and Thor. Nice. Yeah, barbarian's not too bad. They got a lot of good options for some of the higher stages. Actually, some of the higher stages, they're like set up to stop Armans. They're set up to stop you from stunning everybody, right? One here. Feyna didn't get stunned. One reviver, arbiter. She cleanses everybody? Really? How does she cleanse everybody? Is it it must be a faction unity bonus, right? That's the only way it makes sense. Oof, that's a pretty big hit. Supreme Elhain. Guess she's pretty jacked up with the all the buffs. Come on. Cleanse again. Is this incarnate? This is that incarnate champion, right? Protects the arbiter. There you go. Yeah, it does. It's it's the incarnate. Okay. Okay. Starting to lose guys here. Okay, the arbiter is dead. We're good. Good guys. Uh, 780 for rare materials is crazy, even if you're surplus of clan gold anyways. Yeah, I think just one craft is really, really skimpy, man. Like every two weeks, right? CVC happens, and it's not a guarantee that you're gonna get that clan relic roll anyways. So, like, you're probably expecting one rare relic a month, like on average. Kind of ridiculous. They could have given us, they could have gave us like, I don't know, five, a couple, three, a couple crafts at least. Seems super skimpy. It's counterattack. And also, you have any idea on most energy efficient way of farming fossils for a deck of fate? It's done. What is it? It's, I don't remember. It's dungeons, dungeon diving and training, right? So I didn't actually look into it because I thought the deck was very not interesting. But you could probably do something like farm dungeons with food, and then you can, that'd be the most energy efficient way because it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to farm the dungeons. So mixing in food while you're farming dungeons would be the best way of getting points. You're getting, points both ways at the same time, right? Basically. So right now, like, doing dragon with, solo or dual champions and then farming food, probably the best. Come on. Just forge the rare flesh render relics. Anyone know if it increases damage based on the previous hit if target's under leak? I don't even know what the flesh render relic is. I'm not too sure myself. I'm sorry. I'm not too sure if it's a rare relic. Oh, we're in stage 20 already. Nice. I think this. I mean, this team looks like it's fine, so we'll keep going. This is an interesting change of pace. Usually, I don't do faction wars on CVC. Oh, sheep. Necmo, such a good champ. Gave it away for free. Or not for free, sorry, guarantee. It was a guarantee, but yeah, such a good champ. Hmm. Let's see if we can land the fears, I guess. I don't think they have much buffs, right? Nope, they don't. Okay, never mind. They do. Damn, you just saved it. Okay, there we go. Yay. Can I ask how you still play the game, still, even after how abusive they are with your time? Asking from a place of curiosity, not hate. um, I try not to take it too seriously, and it's kind of easy to not take it too seriously when you didn't spend like money into it, to be honest. I think if I spent money in this game, I would have much higher expectations. And I think that's where a lot of people's gripes come from, right? Expectations. Um, yo, what the hell? What the hell? What just happened? What just happened? That guy just transformed out of nowhere. What just happened? Okay. I didn't even know. Okay, I didn't even know that guy was anything. I didn't know that guy was anything. So now I have to worry about that guy. But yeah, to answer your question, I think it's just expectations. I think because people spend money on this game, they expect a lot from it. But for me, um, I don't really expect that much. I just play a game. I think it's fun, and yeah. But of course, like I want the game to be its best, the best it can be. Um, and there's definitely things that they can do be better. But I also understand, like it's they're making a ton of money, and they don't really need to change too much, if you know what I mean. Like they don't really need to change all that much. They don't really need to change all that much because they make a ton of money, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be changing. Like like the making money part. So yeah, it is what it is. It's a little bit unfortunate for players, but it's nice to have a game where they update and provide content very regularly. I think that's a big thing that I think maybe people forget sometimes. Maybe people forget because like I hear people complain or they mention that um there's too much content in the game, blah 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 blah. Well, would you prefer a dead game? Would you prefer updates that happen once every 2 years? You know what I mean? Like, or would you prefer this game to be on maintenance? You know what I mean? Like, no, you wouldn't, right? That's a dead game. So yes, having more content is a great thing. Having, even bi-weekly, even the stupid weekly digests. Honestly, I was like, yeah, these are good things. Um, because it shows that the game is active, right? Uh, and people, and they take care, they have their attention on the game, so it's a good thing. Can they do things better? Can they do things faster? Can they give us the low hanging fruit? Like, for example, like super minotaurs. Um, no doubt, like the bottom line is no doubt no doubt Plarium will lose money if they give us super Minotaurs. Because people will do Minotaur instead of paying for Minotaur. More people will do it. It's like a net negative for them, right? Like I can't see an outcome where they make more money. They're gonna lose money on that, but they want to know like how much money they're gonna lose by doing that. Where's Ancora? What's Ancora? That's Narcisse. Um, so they're like testing it and all that stuff. So it is what it is. It just takes time, right? So people can't expect them to pivot right away, and I feel like I'm more patient about it. I guess some people are less patient, and it's understandable because you spend money on the game, you expect top service, right? Of course, understandable, but it's also like I guess a sense of like kind of entitlement. You're entitled to have a game that's fully functioning and works around your schedule and all that stuff. And but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Staltos for dragon, yes. Staltos very good for dragon. Actually, he's like the goat. He's probably the best because without him, you can't. I don't think you can have like the crazy speed runs. But for him, with him, he does the really really crazy speed runs because you can just put two of them together. They basically don't even need to take a turn, and then they just demolish the dragon with their passive. They don't need books either. They don't need masteries. Just crazy, crazy interaction. Let's see, can we get through this stage? Looks okay. Looks like we're okay. Hey, what do you know, guys? Looks like we just needed to manual this stuff. I'm gonna go after the Cybele, I think. Actually, maybe we go after Loseth. Loseth is super annoying. Probably need to kill the Loseth. Uh-oh. Ah, super annoying. Loseth. There we go. All right, GG. We did it. Got through the stage. What is this stage? Failed. Doesn't matter. um, Best Dragon Solo Champions. Eric's for Spider, Artak for Ice Golem. Best solo ones is probably like Theodore. A really strong Theodore can solo hard 10, but you need some pretty good stats. I don't think there's a great solo hard 10 dragon that's easy to do. Nishak is pretty good for dragon as well, but needs some pretty good stats. Like we're talking like 6-star blessings. Um, hey, we got some stars today. We actually got some progress on faction wars. Um, Sylvan, we're pretty much done. I mean, we're missing 2 stars, right, on Sylvan. This one. Don't land any weak hits. Guess if you have Alo, it'll be a lot easier. What's this one? Keep all your minions above HP above 75%. I mean, you just need healing, right? I don't want to do that. We just do the bosses here. Are you aware that there's static when you talk through the mic? Do you guys feel there's some static going through? I have a hard time with the positioning of my microphone. Um, yeah, sometimes it's like, is it too close? Is it too far? Like the other day, I made a video and people were saying that the sentences were getting cut off. So, and that day, I remember I moved the microphone a little bit further away. But then when I put it too close, it picks up like other noises. So kind of tough. Kind of tough to just to find the right positioning. And like for example, if I move the mic in front of me and it's like in front of the monitor, so I can't see stuff. But if I move the mic low, then it's too close to the keyboard. You hear me typing stuff. So I have it slightly off to the side, and it's not too close, not too low, but I don't know. Or do you put it like up high? Not too sure. Honestly, like yeah, when you're setting up all this stuff to sound good, like on a mic, even just setting up like your recording stuff, it's a big learning curve, man. It takes so much time to like learn all this stuff. Sometimes I'm just like, man, I just need somebody to just like teach me. Can someone just teach me and tell me what to do? It would be just way easier instead of investing like all those hours like learning yourself, what to do, what settings, blah blah blah. It's just like um yeah, the other thing was like I wanted to learn a little bit more about editing, like editing my own stuff. And it's like a pain, man. It's a pain to like learn like a I guess it's a pain to learn like a new skill because the initial time investment, you gotta like it's a lot. So I just like, oh man, how do I look for somebody with like the skills to just teach me? Just teach me. Just tell me what I need to do. Yeah, it's just something I haven't gotten around to do. Whoa, my Elva died. Yeah, there's a lot of little things. So I appreciate the feedback and stuff. It helps. Otherwise, I wouldn't know. So let me know if the mic sounds weird for you guys. Faction Wars hard is hard. Also Faction Wars. Yeah. If I didn't work from home, I wouldn't play Raid. Yeah, I think so. I think if COVID didn't happen, Raid would not happen. That's the thing. That's the crazy thing, eh? Could you imagine if COVID never happened and people didn't stay at home? Raid probably wouldn't have happened, or happened to the extent that Raid did happen. You're doing faction wars for glyphs? Yep. That's the way. I feel like if I start spending, the game becomes an infinite money drain machine. There's always something that you can spend on to upgrade your account. Yep. It's literally like to me, like there's almost nobody in like there's very little people in the game that can basically say I basically spent on everything. Like I don't need to spend anymore because there's nothing to spend on. Like there's not many people that can say that. Even people that you think are crazy spenders, they can still spend on something in the game. There's not many people that can say like, oh, I'm good. I don't need to spend anymore. Um, but even then, they would probably spend on energy, right? Like it's an endless. I would say it's a near endless pit spend in this, which is crazy. Stultus, you solo Dragon hard with Stultus and food. Nice. How do you do it with Stultus? What kind of gear set? Like you just have him like fully like pretty decked out, I guess, right? Because otherwise it would be really difficult, I think, without the 6-star blessing. Um, man, what the heck? Why is this so difficult all of a sudden? I'm a little bit surprised. Oh, is it because I don't have gear on? Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense now. Hey, Stelios, what's up, man? 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 Hey, Stelios, w think the majority of people who buy masteries will still do it. Of course, some people will start farming instead, but most whales will buy it regardless. Yeah, but I think in the end it's a net negative, right? So that yeah, it's just a net negative for them. So I can understand why they're like more cautious about it, but I could be wrong, but I honestly feel that player purchase masteries will always purchase masteries. Super rate would just reduce game time for those that don't purchase masteries. Yeah. If it's a small net negative, then that's they're probably just looking if it's a small net negative, but I think overall it's still going to be a net negative. It's not like activating Super Raid Minotaur will cause people to buy masteries, right? Like you're not going to see an uptick in people buying masteries. You're going to see a downtick, right? You're going to see a net negative. So they're just trying to gauge how big of a negative will it be. And it could be big, but I doubt it. I doubt it's going to be big. Like you said, people that buy masteries will probably keep buying masteries. No static. Yeah, sometimes headphones give static off, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was just headphone related. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just headphone related. Salt is a 6-star bless. Yeah, 6-star blessing and bolster shoot. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think without the 6-star blessing, you can't really do it. So that's cool, man. Stultiz is a good one. Yeah, he's a good champ too. So having him be able to do a dungeon while being good in other areas is. Hey Tiki Master, what's up, man? Good morning. Hey Nathan, how are you? Yeah, we're just chilling, man. We're just doing our CBC stuff. Today we're doing Faction Wars. Faction Wars, so fun, right? Super fun content. Let's just get through this wave here. Ah, our stuff is getting removed. The shield's gonna be super small here. I save that guy later. We're back here. Ah, this guy, man. This guy is super annoying. Got the strip too. At least they don't have a reviver, I guess. They got all these strips and stuff. It's super annoying. 50% HP. Can we kill this? Boom! There we go. Let's go. Neve's awesome, man. Such a great champion. I love her. Boom, big heal. We're back. Back in business. Production. Lap. Don't have a great damage dealer for Sylvans. I mean, I could use what's her face? Lemonisi, I guess. Yes, Lemonisi is a damage dealer, but actually, do you guys use Lemonisi anywhere? I'm actually curious. Like I know we have like some newer people in chat too. So, do you guys use Lemonisi anywhere? Be curious what you guys do. And boom. I think the ally protection. I think we got this. Kill the Cybele. Beat up the run. You haven't used her anywhere? Okay. You have Deity built for damage? Yeah, I think he's in a Savage set. He's in a Savage set. I mean, Faction Wars. Faction Wars Savage set, right? Probably not insane or anything, but I think he does okay. Where's the healing coming from? Oh, Haunted? I may used her for Amius. Okay. Oh yeah, she has the heal reduction. Yeah, that could be helpful for sure. Yeah, that's a good shout. Amius. Not quite 50%. Tanky, man. These guys. This Eric's is really tanky here. Instant turn. Shenanigans. Healing. Sorry guys, it's just like the boring parts of Faction Wars hard, I guess. And close. Oof. Come on. There we go. Yes, you do. Nope, not bother building her. Okay. I figured she does deal okay damage. Like her yeah, she does deal okay damage actually. Her multipliers are decent. This boss not bad for Sylvan, but I have some pretty strong Sylvans here though. Well, at least like pretty tanky Sylvans. Reflect damage. Remove it. Move it. Yep, there we go. Heal up. Down. Back. Back. Yeah, 7 to 10 minutes each run. That's that's the thing, right? Like eventually it'll be fast, but right now it's a bit of a slog. And sometimes it's not even like a guaranteed clear. That's the problem too, right? So usually I just let it run like overnight or I let it run while I'm doing something else and then sometimes the auto battles will finish the run and then I do whatever. I do something else, right? Um but yeah, it's a bit of a slog for sure. We don't have block damage or anything. I mean, sorry, block buffs. A little bit annoying. There you go, removed. Maybe we can do full auto now, I guess. He doesn't have health swap, right? This one doesn't have health swap. I should use the unkillable, but we're good. One. I mean, if you have like nice, then yeah, this probably not too bad. You probably just full auto and all good. I mean, this team can full auto. It's just it might not be like 100% full auto. But I'd rather do it one time and then have it complete instead of having it fail again. But yeah, we're there. Okay, it gives me a chance to play the alt account. Good. Hey Inferno, what's up, man? Good morning. The ability to use all 18 keys in once is awesome. Yeah, I agree. That's one of the nice things. Even though it takes so long, it's a good thing. Look at these glyphs, guys. Look at these glyphs. What are we playing for here? Like, you know what I mean? Like 11 mats. So that's 1/10 of a rare. Then epic mats. What are we playing for, guys? What are we playing this for? So little. Um. All right. So here's an interesting thing that you guys might not know. So previously, I had this a red dot here. So if you guys didn't know, I had a red dot here, and basically not clicking the red dot allowed me to save up 80 of these crystals. So you can kind of see here, these are the prism jewels. Excuse me. So the prism jewels, you know, free to play players you can't get, right? You can't get easily. You have to get them from events, and they don't come very often. So this is saved up from a long time ago, like many months. But that's the only way you can save this is because of red dot that I had here. So basically, this auto pulls whenever you have enough to pull. So what happened is that it auto pulled, created a red dot, and then I basically just left the red dot there. I didn't collect it, and that acted as a plug. It plugs this pool so that I can save up. So if you guys didn't know that, you guys can basically manipulate when you want to use your saved up crystals. A lot of people ask me how I end up saving these kind of resources. For example, this prism, whatever, prism crystal. So people think I spend money on this game. Well, I don't. I don't know any better. But this is how you save it. I have this red dot here from the summon pool. So if you guys check your own game, there's no summon pool active in the game. But for me, this is always here because this red dot is here. But basically, this red dot is a plug and allows me to save crystals. And when I see a pool that I really like, I will open this dot and then unload all of the crystals into that pool. So this current pool, I actually kind of like. I like Newt. I like Stultus. Titus is here. Neve is here. So all of these with a high blessing would be pretty good. Even some of them I don't have any blessings for. For example, like Ragash, I don't have a single blessing for. Necrit, I have a low one. Lysanthier, whatever. So even a low one on these ones would be pretty good. So I'm happy with this. So I'm happy to pull. I'm happy to pull my plug and then just release all of these crystals into this current pool. I'm going to show you guys what that plug was. The plug was this, an Owella. So this Owella came, from months ago, right? She was part of a pool from months ago. And when I unplugged her, now I can release all of these. For example, if I summon, I could probably just summon them right now. And then, yeah, I would get, more opportunities to get from a pool that I want. Hope that makes sense. But it's an interesting strategy, and I'm glad it works. I was kind of like testing it a little bit because I wasn't sure what the timing of it was, but yeah, apparently you have to do it slightly early. So I did it within 14 hours of the event starting, and it worked. So it works exactly as expected. It's very good. Do you recommend fully booking Packmaster? Can the team work relatively well if he's not booked? I mean, it'll work fine. It's just you're not getting any benefit from Packmaster, right? But you need him booked to land his AoE block buffs and stuff. So I think it's a good idea to level a 56 account to just get as many decent 6-star epics and legendaries as possible. Just be able to participate in Cursed City. I already beat boss. Um, I mean, you could kind of be like just playing the game and like you just build up champions to help you in whatever progress. But if you don't have the gear to clear some of the hardest stages of like Synchronos, then you're gonna be bottlenecked by gear at level 56. So I wouldn't stress it too much, especially building out complete trash champions might not be worth it. But if that trash champion can be helpful in faction wars, then make sure you get some. Make sure you pick champions that have value in other areas. What's up, Truth? Faction wars hard is so dumb, totally unreasonable to manual every stage in Top Gear. Yeah, I think they probably don't intend people to finish it that early. Like it's supposed to be difficult content. Show Neve. Yeah. Actually, someone was asking about my Marius. So here's my Marius. He's in pretty much my best damage gear. Stone Skin Lethal. 6-star fully blessed, of course. To reach these stats. So without the 6-star blessing, it's gonna be a lot less stats. But yeah, this is what I got. Got the wand. Wand's very important. Crushing Rend. Someone asked for my Neve. Here's my Neve. I haven't really changed her build since I built her out. I think probably optimize a little bit. Oh, actually, I didn't even have a banner on her. You probably optimize a little bit here. Do Chimera. Yeah, so this is my Neve. 340 total speed, 68k HP, 6.5k defense. 9-piece protection seems to be the best easily. She has 155 crit damage. I added actually a crit damage amulet so that she can actually hit on her A2. And I think that's okay. You know, you want her to be able to kill something at least. That's my Neve. I think I have a pretty strong build on her. I think the relic could be different. I use Aspect of Suroth. It kind of gives her a chance to come, like, stay alive. And then if she has the A3 open, then she can use the A3. Full heal herself and then give herself an extra chance to use her, get her passive going again. Mythical's mats barely drop. Yeah, for sure. Best part is the glyphs. Not getting any of the crazy glyphs. Relics are the same as blessings. Player thinks having one Lego relic or one 6-star blessing is what an account needs. I think Lego relics are basically going to be it's going to be mythical relics, right? Got to be mythical relics, not Lego relics. Is it the same with Prism Shards? Yes. So the way it works, you can definitely do that strategy with Prism Shards as well. So I was showing you guys that, yeah, that's how I save, 330. Like, I don't spend in this game, and there's no way you can save 330 without, without spending, right? But yeah, it works the same way. Found this out. Unfortunately, you can't use them on the pool you want. No, it works. It works. The big pops, I don't know if you just saw, but I basically unplugged. I can use this, right? I can use this 80. Like, I had the red dot here. I removed it, and then I can use this 80 now on this pool. So you can actually select the pool you want. You have to do it, I believe, early though. So what I was told or recommended to do was basically do it in the first day, or do it when this offer is still active. Apparently, if you do it near the end and the offer is not there anymore, then it no longer will work on the pool that you want. So I've seen people basically pull the red plug and then this tab disappears. But apparently, the trick is to do it when this offer is still active. So this will mess up some timing issues with like champion chase and stuff, because champion chase, like, let's say you want to pull all your prism shards during a champion chase, but the champion chase is at the end of the week. You can't wait until the end of the week to unplug, otherwise you'll miss out on the pool. And I think that's the way it works. Do you know when the next champ training event is? Well, there's one currently active, so it's probably not going to be another one until the current one ends at least. It's 20 until Mercy, just let us save. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Toxie, what's up, man? You can't choose the pool. You can only save your prisms and it will auto pull at the end of the pool, but you can choose when to open those auto pulled champs for champion chase. Like I said, guys, you can choose the pool because I am choosing this defense pool. I unplugged it for this defense pool, and now I can use my crystals for this pool. Like, I don't, you can obviously choose the pool. You can obviously choose the pool. I'm showing you guys that right now, right? Went through hell for the mythic materials for LA this season. First ever craft, got volcanic heart. Yeah, it's pretty good. I did a bunch of mythical crafts. I made a video on it and I missed every single one. I think on both accounts I had 5 mythical crafts and I missed every single one. So getting a mythical is the hard part. So the one prism has blocked the other crystals being used, correct? Hey John, doing good, man. Thanks for asking. How are you? As a non-spender, would you have considered spending on shards early on items were more affordable? $10 for a sacred is insane. I did consider spending, like, obviously, there's a lot of psychological traps in this game. So I'm not immune to it, but I recognize it. And then yeah, I wanted to spend at some point. Like, I really wanted, some of the nicer champions, or just wanted to progress my account or whatever, right? Or I was just unsatisfied for like one pull session, for example. But ultimately, obviously I decided not to spend, just because, it's a slippery slope, right? You start spending and then, when is the end? Spend a little here, spend a little there. When is the end? So I just decided that to stick to a rule. A rule is a rule and no spend is the no spend. So that is the rule. Magma shield buff can be removed, stolen. Yes, correct. It's basically useless 9 out of 10 times. I mean, Magma Shield is probably the most wanted shield right now for Titus teams. Very useful, right? Gives you like a third more damage. Hey Vraz, good morning. Dominique, good morning. Have my eyes shut. What were you showing us? Are you in the Godforge Alpha Wave 2? No, I'm not in any of the Godforge Alpha stuff. Aspect of Suroth from rare pieces. Grats. That's a pretty long shot to get a legendary from rares. Got me my first mythical relic. Nice. What did you get? What did you get? I got like freaking like 4 aspect of Suroths. Just ridiculous. Should be a meme at this point. Do you think Daily Gem is good value and just don't buy it out of tradition now? Do you think Daily Gem is good value and just don't buy it out of I never bought the Daily Gen Pack and it is good value. Um I think if you played Raid regularly, getting the Gem Pack is pretty good. It just helps you play. It also doesn't it also means that you don't need to be like super efficient in the game. You know what I mean? Like 2,000 gems, like it kind of gives you some flexibility. You can finish off, um, you can do fusions with 2,000 gems. So you don't need to get super sweaty. Um, it gives you that flexibility, right? So $10 a month gives you that pretty big flexibility. So I think it is good value, but it is it's over a month. Some people don't like that. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a big boost, you know what I mean? But it gives you some flexibility, right? Like you're not going to be strapped for resources during a fusion. You know, run more inefficiently. You can miss some dailies and stuff like that, right? It gives you that flexibility. Do some live arena. Do at least 5 wins. Everybody's Monkey Man. 550,000. Got me. Got me this time. Give me 1 sec, guys. Magma shield? Yeah. I have a magma shield on one of my accounts actually. I don't even know how I got it. It's on video. It's on video. I had it on video, so I must have pulled it from like legendary mats or something. I got really, really lucky. Give me 1 second. I was just curious why you never considered buying the daily gem pack. Free to play is free to play, man. That's about it. It's not about spending. It's not about spending. Like I have disposable income. I can easily spend on this game. It's just I don't see the need to, and it's kind of more fun to not to have like that kind of restriction, because there's no limit to spending. There's no limit. So once you start spending, it's like there's no limit. And I think for me, like I don't find like the joy in spending. Like some people find spending to gamble in this game like super fun, and that's fine. Like that's totally fine, and it makes sense. But for me, like I don't need to gamble in this game. Like I don't see the value. Like I don't see the value of it like for myself. Like I'm paying for something that has kind of no value to me. Like I don't get like huge joy out of gambling in a game. I don't ever like when I play mobile games that have microtransactions, like occasionally I would play mobile games, but I never pay mobile transactions. It's just for me like I maybe it's the way like my parents like kind of hammered it into my head, like just not worth it. Not worth it for me, right? Like if I wanted to like get my gambling fix, I just go to casino. Like I just go gamble in a casino. At least it gives me a chance at making returns, even though it's a negative chance. Still, you get some return back. Whereas the return in this game, you don't get anything back. You get maybe 5%. Like if you have a whale account, you want to sell your account at the end, you maybe get 5 or 10% back. And I'm not going to reach that level where I spend like many tens of thousands of dollars on a mobile game. Um, so it's just not for me. Um, but no judgment or anything on people that do. It's totally fine. It's a game. It's entertainment. But I can find entertainment doing something else. Sorry. You run Titus Comp and Hydra Chimera. I do have a Titus team for Hydra. I don't run Titus for Chimera. I don't think it's difficult, right? Because you want the relic mats, but then you also want to do damage. I usually am going for the mats instead of doing full damage. If my clan requires me to go full damage, then we'll sacrifice the mats at that point. But right now, it hasn't happened yet, so just focusing on mats. No, I said I'm not in doing anything with Godforge right now. Who won the giveaway? I said the giveaway will be announced next week. They don't bring increased attack. Oh, that sucks. I guess he's banning CP. Trust me, just don't spend. Yeah. I got the hilt. So now the speed joke can stop. Nice. Congrats, man. Yeah, that's a good one. Speed plus 20 plus whatever speed, 18 speed, 24 speed or whatever. Good. Oh, we still go first. Nice. We beat his R base. Is it over? Damn it, it's not over yet. Over now. You spent 200 and 300 early on, realized there was little reward. The only good champ was He-Man since he progressed my account. I think something like that is kind of nice where you get something guaranteed out of it. Like for example, like the Forge Pass. I'm a big fan, especially for people that are just starting because you get a bunch of 6-star gear and glyphs and stuff. So like the Forge Pass actually gives you some pretty good value, even though you don't get a champion out of it. A lot of people just want champions, but they fail to realize that if you have champions with no gear, it's kind of useless, right? So you need champions, and gear. Uh, but yeah, I'm a big fan of the Forge Pass. Forge Pass, sorry. The like I said, the monthly gem pass gives you some flexibility with your gameplay, so you don't have to be so sweaty. Um, do I go? I just go. I don't know if I don't know if this. I don't know if Sulfurion strategy doesn't really work against Galthier because Galthier is OP. Um, that means we probably ban Galthier. All right, let's try. Hey Gerhard, how are you? Yagi, how are you? Welcome. Okay, so I guess he's banning Sulfurion. Damn it. Volcanos. This guy gonna kill me? Volcano's probably gonna kill me, eh? Hate this guy. Volcanos. He's gonna ban Sulfurion, probably. Because Sulfurion counters the Volcanos. Okay. Well, he doesn't know that. Yeah, you see, Sulfurion counters it. Oh, it's over. Yeah, so he had to ban Sulfurion there, if he wanted his Volcanos to do anything, basically. Yeah, that's an experience thing, I'm sure. On mobile, you can get Google Play points for free to convert into Google Voucher to spend on Gem Pack. Fair enough. Yeah, I just never went that extra distance. I don't use my Google Play like ever, to be honest. So I don't really want to like basically add something else. But yeah, I heard that you can get Google Play points to get, monetary value to spend in the game. I don't. I think to me that would still be considered free to play, because you're kind of. I don't know. I think that would still be okay, because the. Yeah, I think that would still be free to play. You're not investing any money yourself into the game. I think that would still be free to play. Like if you want to do the technical sense of it. There's also this negative fallacy around spending. They automatically discredit your knowledge or accomplishments if you spend. Uh, yeah, here's the other side of that argument is that when people say they're free to play, they instantly think you have a bad account or they instantly think you have a bad account, or you're new to the game. So that's the other thing. So there's obviously like negative, you have negative prejudice or whatever, preconceived notions of everything. So it's interesting. It's not just spender. It's like, oh, I'm a spender, then you instantly have thoughts about spenders. It's like, oh, you're free to play, and then you instantly have thoughts about free to play. It's like when people say you're free to play, they think you're new or you're bad, and if you're a spender, they think you're stupid or you're bad. It's so funny. What's better to invest in, Hard, Faction Wars, or Cursed City? It's gotta be Cursed City. Unfortunately, like you can live on normal Faction Wars and then just live off of the glyphs and stuff, but you can't live without, like I think live without merciless gear. I don't think you can live without that. You need merciless gear in this game to reach that, the really high damage for like Chimera, Hydra. Yeah, for the PvE stuff, like that's the merciless gear is really really good. And also like, PvP too, merciless can be used. Supersonic can be used as well. Guys, he works, so money's not an issue. It's the principle. Just got Newt off 40 bucks. Man, congrats. Yeah, you paid 40 bucks for Newt. Oh, on that topic, yeah, of He-Man, the guaranteed champions like Xena, He-Man, and stuff. I think those are pretty good. Like I think you're paying like a relatively small amount of money for a guaranteed champion, as good as He-Man or Xena. I think those are, I think those are good. relative to what Raid has to offer. Like you know, for $40 you buy shards, you're not going to get anything. Usually, you're not going to get anything, let alone something as good as He-Man or Xena. And plus, they're throwing other goodies in there as well, like glyphs and other shit, right? That you need to build them up with. Are you going for the 1+1? On my main account, no. On my alt account, I will. But yeah, on my main account, I won't be. Fabian. Fabian's probably supersonic. Hmm. Let's do Gurgo. Who am I banning? Am I banning Fabian here? Probably ban Fabian. Supersonic. But the sorry, Temporal Chains here works. Temporal Chains works well against Armarius works well against the 6-star Temporal Chain. No, definitely ban Lamassu. Okay. We should still be faster, I think. We have pretty fast like units beyond Sifi. Sorry guys, just missing the comments. Oh shit. How come I didn't kill everybody's stone skin? She was protected. She was protected, but I didn't kill the other ones. I think we're in trouble. Yep. I'm kind of surprised that the Sulfuron didn't burn everybody's shield. A little bit surprised. Didn't get through all the shields. Um, I bought the raid pass when I first started many years ago. Thought the XP and extra shield were worth it. It wasn't. Some people really like it. If you play a lot, then it is worth it. Enjoy the challenge of getting those crazy teams to work. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's one of the fun things about the game. Gem pack or forge pass is the best if you're starting out. But I think you need to play for a couple days to know the basics before sinking money into something that's not worth going for. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Did you pull for the extra legendary? No. I will for my alt account, but not for my main account. Trying to be a lot smarter with spending. Unfortunately, it got me at the recent Prism event, and all I got was Lysanthier that I didn't want. It's a gamble, right? Not free to play. They spend to get the points. Oh, I see. You have to spend to get the points. Oh, I thought you could do like I don't know. I thought you could do like surveys or something for free, right? Like you just do like surveys on your phone, and then you accumulate points, and then you can use those points like credits, right? Therium has 6 years of milking experience. It's not easy to resist if you're not trying to milking experience. Even that sounds crazy to me. 40 for just one character in a game. Yeah, exactly, right? But for raid, it's a good deal. Can you still get He-Man? No, you can't. Only pull Prism Shards, bro. My Wixwell cost $20 from Prism Shards. I wanted to complete Champion Chase points. I was only ever buying Prism pulls if I got enough epics from Ancients, which I did. Nice. Besides Wixwell, I got Ancora from Prism. The FYP one for Sand Devil. Never got any Lego afterward. I mean, if you guys watch my recent pull video, I pulled like 50 prisms for somebody and I got 3 Legos. Like, if you can imagine 50 sacred shards getting pulled and getting 3 Legos, I think you'll roll over. You know what I mean? What video you recommend for Clan Boss that you did? I did do a video on Clan Boss. You can just type in Clan Boss in my video library on my channel, and then I only have a couple, but one of them I go through very basically how to build a Clan Boss team, which is like random stuff. So you can definitely check that out if you need some tips. I think we're good, right? Caught up here. You got Newt, Seshir, Volcanos, three other legendaries from Prism Shard. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like I said, I pulled 50 for one person and he got three. So yeah, bad times. Uh, I don't necessarily need Empress here. Empress is great. I love Empress, but kind of prefer Rotos sometimes against the Nice, obviously, because Rotos can go through the block damage. Um, but yeah, this guy's roster so far looks pretty nuts. Three mythicals, 6 star, 6 star, 5 star. So got a little bit of craziness here. I don't really have anything super good against this. I mean, I would usually just run something like some kind of go second variant. You can't like even if I outspeed him, which I probably won't, because he's running a 6 star Lazurius with a banner. Um, yeah, so he's probably gonna outspeed me. Um, yeah, we'll be taking a lot of damage, a lot of damage. But yeah, if I outspeed him, I probably couldn't kill him in one hit. That's what I meant. So there's no real point in trying to outspeed him. Great, great. Everything is great. Everything is great. Oh, I slept myself. Everything's great. Yeah, if we're going by the math, then yeah, 3 for 50 is about right. He's got the block revive, right? So he's gonna shut down the Marion. Yeah, that seems pretty fair. Nice having block revive and stuff. Pretty fair champion, I'd say. We need more champions like Nice. Very fair champions. Probably should just make them free login champions because they're so fair. Mesmo is so bad. I mean, at least Mesmo has something. He has block revive. You like really bad is Garrow. Garrow's really bad because Garrow has nothing. She's just damage, and she doesn't do like overwhelming damage either. Look at this. I couldn't even A3 the Crixia. That's how strong his champions are. It's actually insane. I couldn't A3 Crixia down. Is Rosin getting a buff? No, Rosin's not getting a buff. You should buff him, like give him like a speed buff or something. They should give him a speed buff, and they should honestly make his A3 like a 4-turn cooldown. I think his A3 is like a 6-turn cooldown. It's freaking ridiculous, man. Like he's a legendary. Why does he have a 6-turn cooldown anything? Oh, I see. No, I don't think so. I don't think they would buff him, but I mean, I guess you would never you never know. Can you and Matt? Oh, we got an extra turn. That's pretty sweet. Maybe we have a chance. Probably not. Okay, so he transforms. Let's see what he does. Don't think he can kill us in one hit. So he's probably going to shield up. Oh. Oh, never mind. I didn't think he could kill us in one hit. Fuck. Fuck this guy, man. Fucking nice. Busted ass champion. They reduced the one champion buff. Uh, I don't know if that's confirmed. I don't know if they're doing that for sure. Maybe it's just this month. I don't know. One champion buff per month. It just sounds so terrible. He pulled 7 sacreds today, all epics. Did a YOLO void shard and pulled Sifi. The fuck? Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's not bittersweet. That's awesome. Congrats. Like that's awesome, man. Usually that void shard is just sunk cost. You're just throwing it away. But you pulled a Sifi. It's not just any void. It's like one of the best voids. So yeah, that's really good. Can't beat blind luck. We're gonna get rid of nice. Is Calamitous one of the best nukers after his buff? Top 5. I have Mesmo and Calamitous. Just feel like they are good enough for a mythical. Calamitous can be pretty strong, especially with his A1 that kind of just extra turns. Can be pretty crazy. So yeah, Calamitous definitely useful. Has decreased defense too. Pretty good against Chimera. Single target, right? This cat can be strong here. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Be super happy. Forget the sacreds. Forget the sacreds. Forget the fusion that you probably threw away. Forget everything. You're all good. You're all good. You threw away fusion. It's all good. Or you threw away the Packmaster. All good, man. Doesn't matter. You got your Sifi. All good. Seriously? You guys still didn't die? I think we're okay because Empress comes back. Even if he one-shots the whole team. There you go. I think we're okay. Sometimes the cat can like literally one-shot us and then our whole team dies. Yeah, the cat has insane damage. Cat is cool. Actually, I didn't finish building out my cat yet either. I have. I think I mastered him recently, and I just booked him out, so he's ready to go. But he's ready to go. Yeah. You know who's really good against Taras? The block damage just shuts him out. We're probably not gonna go first. Suzanne's probably faster. Probably go second strategy here. And then he's probably gonna go with what, Marichka? I could see Marichka here. Oh, Marichka. So I think we will go after the Ross. Kimmy is actually pretty good against Neve because of the block damage. Oh, sorry, the block buffs. Still blocks him. Okay. Well, see what happens. A lot of people misplay here. A lot of people misplay because Taras is not super great against Rotos, and if Rotos gets a turn, his whole team's gone. And he doesn't have a reviver, so if we kill Taras, then he's pretty much done. There's chance for misplay here. What happens? Yeah, turn meter stuff. Oh, weak hit too, so he has to play the sheep. Sheep on Rotos. That could work. I have wand on Sifi. Feared. Yes, 50%. Always win on the 50% guy. Always win. He used the sheep already. He's weak hitting. Perfect. Oh, extra turn time. Oh man, he's so lucky. Oh, he got that to work. I can't believe it. Extra turn mechanic here. Okay. That's actually, oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. I need a turn. Need a turn. Need a turn with the Rotos. Yeah, a little bit unlucky there because our Rotos didn't get a turn before the Suzanne, and then the Suzanne had the extra instant turn on the Armans. Just, just, just a little bit didn't work. But honestly, this team comp is like super weak. All Rotos needed was one turn, and then this whole team falls apart. But Suzanne was just fast enough to go first. A little bit unfortunate. Do you think they're doing a support fusion next? I don't know. I don't know how they choose. They kind of choose based on what people need. So people need a support, maybe they'll do a support. Everyone quit live arena. I'm feeling 19 points to get the myth mat. All right, good luck, man. Do you think it's worth it for a low level early-ish game like Brutal finished and Dungeons at 10 to pull Ancients this event? What event? You mean the progressive event? There's literally zero reason to pull for Ancient, especially for a low level account. Low level account, you pull Ancients when the boosted rate is boosted. So you get a better chance at epics because the epics will progress your account. You should save your Ancients for a 2x boosted rate. He has no damage dealer. And then UDK stops the Odin, which is his damage dealer. But I guess the Queen is a little bit annoying. Yeah, just save your ancients for 2x event. Right now it's just progressive event. So progressive event means if you pull a legendary, then you'll get an extra chance at getting the specific ones, but it doesn't mean you get an extra chance at pulling the legendary in the first place. We have a couple wands on this account on this team. A little annoying. Can Empress get a turn? Empress needs a turn. Empress needs a turn. Empress needs a turn. Empress gets his turn. And then that happens. Of course that happens. The stupid passive happens from Odin. Most annoying passive ever. And it always happens when my Empress gets a turn. Actually amazing. Look at this. This block damage nonsense. Oh, cheap again. Hey, good morning, doctor. How are you? Good morning, Ethan. On free gear removal, I wouldn't mind not having it if the content didn't need it. Raid Designs content is based on moving gear, and you don't give us 24/7 free. Yeah, true. It's actually way more enjoyable too when you have free gear removal. Like way more enjoyable. Hey Luck, how are you? What gear are you using on Empress? Just lethal stone skin. One shot herb. Hey Rogue. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Interesting why Marius is green lit here. Shit, man, we need a turn. Like we don't have a turn. We need a turn here. Uh, now we have this stupid death brand thing on us, so we're gonna die. We're gonna lose our Empress eventually here too. There he goes. No idea on the 9 turn count, man. Just kind of stuff. Yeah, no idea. Our Maris never had a turn. Our Empress had 1 turn. Actually, I guess we had 2 turns. But yeah. Nope, that's it. We're annoying. Just get our 2 wins here and then just peace out. I know. Do the wish list help these summon pools? No, the wish list is for the soulstone altar only. Level 77, day 293, 18 sacreds. I think I should go for Armans. Probably not. Do you know your mercy? Like if you're fresh mercy, you probably don't have a good chance at pulling a Lego. Like mathematically, it's like a 50%, it's like a coin flip to get 1 Lego in 12 sacred shards. So if you have fresh mercy and you're pulling 12 sacred shards, like basically no boosted rate or anything, it's like a roughly 50-50 chance of pulling a Lego. So with 18 shards, you're probably like a 65%, maybe 70, maybe 75% chance of pulling a Lego. So it's by no means guaranteed. I'll say that. Yeah, the death brand is block revive. Yeah. How's the CVC going? Got my last Mikage fusion component last night. Congrats. That's big, man. Just in time for CVC. He's going to blocking. Going to be removing my CFE. Damage dealer. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know. He doesn't believe. He doesn't believe my Freya is a damage dealer. I mean, his roster is like not super strong, but I guess we can take the Terminator boost here. Full lockout. Who should you pull into progressive? I mean, it depends, right? Like it's hard to say. It's all roster dependent. It's all roster dependent, right? Cat only has the A1. Oof. Bad. Probably everything's dead now. Yeah, everything's dead. Failed, failed the lockout. Did he fail the lockout? He did fail the lockout. He probably weak hit too, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't have to be too worried about this Sig friend like A3ing us, but failed the lockout and then everybody dies. Might be called out somewhere. Sure. Playing against a bot. Yeah, I mean, progressive Armans is good. I forgot who's on the progressive. Who's on the progressives? Yeah, they're all good. So you got Wukong, Armans, Fabian, the Rat, Harima. They're all good. It just depends what you want or what fits your account. They're all good. I'm leveling everyone up. I'll have her ready for next. C. Never go hard for non-CP. Nice. Yeah, congrats. He's really good, Mikage. Yeah. Yo, why are you holding on to 96 sacred shards, man? No sense. Makes no sense. You should just use them. At least you get a bot fight. All right. Does this look like a bot to you? Would you build a dog in Slayer or Merciless? Um, Slayer probably makes sense. Yeah, Slayer probably would make sense. I agree. Um, yeah, because his AoEs should just give him a lot of turn meter, and then he get extra turns. The big thing about Merciless is that it's extra 5% in defense, but then you get the extra turn mechanic. But with all that turn meter, you probably get extra turns pretty more, like more reliably, anyways. Yeah, yeah. Got steam. I got steamrolled there. It happens. It happens. You can't. Don't dwell. Can't dwell on it. Good thing these bots are so easy, right? Player's pointless due to his A1. Doesn't he get turn meter from his A1, like being an AoE or whatever? Okay, can we just win one fight so we can get this chest? Fuck, this same guy again. The same guy with that fucking Siegfried. God damn it. Ugh. All right. All right. This time we're gonna do something different. Probably gonna ban Beefy. We should probably ban R-Man. We gotta deal with this guy. A little bit surprising. That's a little bit surprising. We still go first. He has the aura and the banner, and he still goes first, and we still go first, which is crazy. Interesting why he would go for the. Okay, now we're in control this time. There's no way he can kill this team. And all we gotta do is A3 the Siegfried, and it's lights out. Yep. Now we just gotta kill this rat. GG. Yeah, I love Rotos too. He's the best. Bunch of nothing. Does Slayer still count his A1 as AoE? Actually, that's a good point because I thought the damage comes out as single target damage, but should be still an AoE, right? I don't know. I don't have Slayer gear. I can't even test this. Attacks all enemies. It's just that the damage is single target damage, but it's an AoE attack, right? So Slayer gear should matter whether it's an attack, right? Not the damage. Deals damage by per hit on each from AoE attacks. Yeah, it's AoE attacks, not damage. So based on the wording, it should work on his A1. Uh, you have 12 shards in Mercy. You have to pull another 12 to get the double legendary. Yeah, you kind of have to anticipate like going into 20 plus. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't consider going for these events unless I had enough to basically guarantee that I get it, which is like I would say 20 plus. If you do it with less, it's like just asking to get crushed. You know what I mean? Like your expectations. Forged it, fourth wand to submission. I mean, the wand is good. The wand is good, man. Like if it's not a mythical, you want it to be a wand. The wand is super good. I would be so happy with the wand if I didn't get a mythical. Or you could have an aspect of Suroth. You know what I mean? I think I got four out of five aspect of Suroths, and then I got a gilded pinion. So I got four aspect of Suroth and a gilded pinion. So I would love a wand, four wands instead. Roto's the old reliable, yeah. You got unkillable team, all dungeons farming at 20. What should your priority be? Probably faction wars, so you can farm materials, build like craft stuff. Doom Tower, make sure Doom Tower is on farm every month so you can get free resources. And then of course, you should be farming Hydra to get the protection stone skin gear. You should be farming Chimera to get the relics, and you should be farming Centranos as much as you can. I mean, your priority is going to be kind of mixed up, right? But you have to do a little bit in every area. And don't forget your Great Hall. You gotta do Great Hall and stuff. Hey Artem, what's up, dude? We're doing good, doing good. Slayer doesn't work with the A1? That makes no damn sense, dude. That makes no damn sense. Same with Thor. Makes no damn sense, dude. It says AoE attack. It didn't say AoE damage. Makes no damn sense. Forge Pass is amazing for a returning player. Got my Tholen to 120k power after this pass Slayer 1. Congrats, man. Yeah. Forge Pass is great. Yeah. You get 6-star gear. A lot of it. Get some glyphs. Definitely helps. Like if you convert all that 6-star gear into like energy, it's a ton of energy, it's a ton of time, and then maybe your account can't even farm at that level to get like that good gear. So Forge Pass definitely helps. Spell Slayer gear on dog. Would you recommend 9-part Slayer on the dog then? I don't know. I mean, he only has one AoE if you're not counting his A1. If Slayer set doesn't work on his A1, then maybe the Slayer set is not super worth it because he's only getting the TM when he gets a turn. Um, which is not that often because you're not building him super fast, I guess. You got 5 wands and 5 mythical relics. Dude, why are you why are you so lucky, man? That doesn't make any sense. And then wait a minute. And then why are you complaining so much? Why are you complaining so much about Live Arena? You got 5 mythical relics. You're crazy, man. No Slayer, but 3 newts. Hey, Slayer's a pay to win set, man. I don't have Slayer. Do you gem Iron Twins? Not really. Only on Void Day, so Sundays. Sundays for sure. Hey, Mike. Doing good, man. Going good. How's it going? What would be the best top 5 advice for a new account? New account, you probably want to do a good promo code. That's probably the first thing you need to do. Find a good promo code with some good champions. If you're a spender, then we already talked about a couple of things that new accounts really benefit from. The gem pass, $10. Forge pass, if it's active, Forge pass is like $30, I think. You get a pretty good chunk of stuff. And then just you need to play the game first, like experience the game, see if you like it. If you don't like it, then don't play it. It's a long-term grinding game. If you want to play this game fast, you literally cannot spend enough money to play this game fast. Like yeah, you need to invest the time into this game just to figure it out, like what to do. There's so much content too. Yeah, that's probably the best. Just play it out for a week, see if you like it. Sometimes people like the grinding, so masteries that reduce damage from AoEs won't work. Yeah, I think that's what it's targeting, right? Like it's targeting the Hydras. I think Hydra has built-in damage reduction against AoE. So when you do single target damage, you do, your full damage, right? You got a 1+1 after 4 sacreds without mercy. Both Legos kind of meh though. Congrats, man. I mean, that's super lucky. Can't complain about the rest. Congrats. Faction Guardians. We gotta build those up. Altan, Gretel, welcome aboard. Sad player and fun, please. 74 chests dry for a sacred from Nightmare Clan Boss. Nightmare Clan Boss. So 74, what's that? Almost a month. That's more than a month. Yeah, it's a little bit unlucky, but the odds are not great for sacreds from Nightmare Boss. I think the odds are like 3% or 6%, something like that. So I think the expected is like three sacreds a month from Nightmare. I forget. It might be 3 or 4, but you're not getting a lot of sacred shards per month from Nightmare. Is there any news for later today? I don't know. Let me check. Uh, nothing I can nothing I can see. Can you rate my account? Uh, I can't do it. No. Raise a marathon, not a race. Exactly. Long-term game. Hey Matt, how are you? Yeah, we're good. We're just chilling out, just taking it easy. Super early in the morning. It's 7 a.m. for me. We already been streaming 2.5 hours. So I think we're probably gonna call it quits here pretty quick. Maybe a couple more minutes. It's a month old. Month old account is gonna be pretty bad. I mean, it's gonna be pretty bad, man. You don't need somebody to rate it. You just need to play your account. There's nothing I could say that could really like give you any kind of proper analysis of your account because it's just a month old. It's underdeveloped. Need to play. All Sand Devil all day today. I need Sand Devil stuff anyway. Champ base. Base. I got no space. Uh Literally no space. Fudge. Fudge. Best early game advice. Make friends with campaign. Yep, that's good advice. Yeah. You're gonna be leveling up a lot of food. Yeah. First week is a killer. Grinding your first 60 is enough to make anybody quit. Give it 3 weeks, then you'll know. Fair, fair. 3 weeks. I finally got Lydia this week. One key in Nightmare Hydra. For the first time. Now I gotta build a new team for the dog. Congrats, man. Yeah, the dog should be make it at least more consistent. Built the dog super slow. Figured as made 6 meter fill more effective. Meter is low. Is that silly in Hydra? No, you could build him super slow as long as you have Packmaster. Then you can benefit from the turn meter boost, right? Sorry, you can benefit from all the counterattacks and stuff. That's definitely a viable strategy. Some people might not have like great gear, so building him slow with great damage stats might make sense. You got Cleo Terex a few days ago. Is she reliable in Chimera Hydra? I don't have a reliable Hexer. You have a cursed set. I wouldn't rely on champions to land hex. I would just rely on a cursed set. It's easier that way, anyways. So if I were you, I'd just farm Ice Golem for 4 pieces and then just slap it on AoE champion. It's better than bringing in a bad champion like Cleoteryx. I think Cleoteryx Hex is also on a 4 turn, which is not reliable enough. You need 3 turn. Ideally, first set on an A1, so you can apply it more often on a champion and like an A1 AoE. But yeah, Cleoteryx, I tried her out in Hydra, like at the beginning of Hydra, just for fun, and she works, but she's not great. Yeah, she needs a bit of a buff, but she can be okay. Um, I recently did a video of all the free champions we get in the game, and Cleoteryx was pretty bad. Um, Especially when she's in a really good faction like Skinwalkers, they have lots of good damage dealers. So why would you invest in Cleoteryx, right? Necmo and Curset, yep, that's good. Hey, thanks, Nero. Yeah, I try to do the streams whenever I can. Usually, the regular stream is usually around CVC time. So, yeah, if you guys enjoy the stream, make sure you guys leave me a subscribe, leave me a like, so that you guys can come back for more in the future. Sometimes I do little pop up streams here and there, but honestly, it's dependent on time. And it's summertime and stuff, so things are pretty busy. Don't really got time, that much extra time. Packmaster Slow Dog gave me an option to gear. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think that's perfectly viable, right? Perfectly viable. Hey Valerian, how are you? Yeah, how are you doing? You order for some faction wars then? Yeah, I mean, if I would probably not book her out, right? Like make her 60, get her to do a little bit of work for you, but I wouldn't fully invest in her. She's in a good faction, right? Skinwalkers. There's lots of good damage dealers for Skinwalkers too, so you don't need somebody like Leoteryx. Yeah, like a Kentum, basically. Very, very good. Anyways, anything else? Anything else we want to do today? Save this. I have to do my Hydra and my Chimera today. Uh, Tuesday. Yep, gotta do all that stuff today, among other things. You know what? Let's pull this while we're on stream. Let's pull this while we're on stream. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Titus. Titus, 6 star, 6 star Titus, please. 6 star Titus would be nice. Is it late? It's 7 a.m. right now. Hey, thanks, Ace, for hanging out. Yeah, 6 star for Ragash recently and wasn't using him much other than Faction Wars. What blessing would you recommend for him? Crushing Ren, 6 star. I mean, that would be pretty nice. Crushing Ren, 6 star. Ragash is a good champ. He just doesn't have ignored defense, so he doesn't hit it hard enough. But he's a great A2, right? AoE stun with decreased defense on a 3 turn. That's very strong. But yeah, he just doesn't have ignore defense in his kit. He doesn't hit hard enough. Yeah, it's 7 a.m. It's no, on the West Coast. West Coast. Anyways, come on, Titus, please. Boom. Damn it. Like I said, guys, these are saved. These are saved prism stones, right? You can save them. Ooh, that's an upgrade. Okay. Okay, that's an upgrade. 5 star Mishinaki. I'll take that. Super nice. Let's go. I mean, that's nice. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. That's a nice one. We got, I think on this account, we only have like a 4 star Mishinaki. So a 5 star is really nice. And yeah, we get the accuracy boost and everything. I don't really use Mishinaki anymore, but yeah, the 5 star is nice. Of all the outcomes that we could have gotten, a 5 star Mishinaki is solid because the chance of a 5 star is only 9%. So we got lucky there. 9%. 9% hit. Well, actually, 28% chance at a legendary first. That's the first. Flag you have to pass. So we passed the 28%, and then we got a 9% hit. Pretty good win. I think that's a pretty good win. Hey, we'll take it, Mishinaki. We'll take it, and we get a little bit of a coin kickback here. We'll take it. Boom. Feels good, man. Yeah, so the strategy totally works, guys. So like I said, all you have to do is plug the summon pool. Basically, don't touch it when it gets into the red dot status. And then you can just bank up the prism crystals or prism whatever jewels. Afterwards, target a pool that you want, release the red plug, and then you can release all your jewels that you have. This applies. This works the same way for the prism shards as well. Yeah, it's a good strategy. It's one of the few ways that you can kind of manipulate the pools. We got to take whatever advantage we have, right? Six-star Geomancer, rip. And then we actually have one more jewel as well. We have one more jewel from the Sand Devil here. So we'll finish off the Sand Devil. We'll get the jewel here. And then, yeah, we can happily pull. We're only halfway. Damn, that's pretty far. Yes, no need to rush. No more energy. I guess we can just do the energy here and just finish it off. We'll do one more pull here on the stream. I think that should be enough. These runs go pretty quick anyway, so we'll get the last jewel and then we'll do the pull here on stream as well. Be right back. Just washroom. We're back. Okay. Yeah, let's just finish this up. We got 3,000 points. I have a lot of immortal soul stones. Not sure. Kind of waiting for good event to use them. I don't know if I want to use them for a 5-star dog though. I don't know. Kind of on the fence about the 5-star dog soul. Not sure I really need it. I'm kind of low on shards, so I don't really want to spend shards. Mic's off? No, mic's working. How do you get more multi-battles without paying for them? Yeah, you just stack them up from events. Did I not get the memo for Packmaster event, or did I miss something? They're probably just trying to zap everybody of their resources first, and then they'll release the Packmaster. Because I think maybe they know that, hey, the dog is pretty good, and he really relies on the partner synergy. So he's going to make it as difficult as possible for people to get the Packmasters. Basically, you just have to be super like hyper focused. Like if you don't have the resources, you have to be hyper focused to get the Packmaster. Like, you have to ignore everything, save everything, make sure you get land the Packmaster because that's what you need, right? So Plarium's gonna throw all sorts of shiny things at you and try to get you to spend your resources, and then when the Packmaster comes, that's when you spend money. That's how they get you. 70k event incoming. Nasty. You need the soul for content. I know, eh? Sometimes I do that. That's like the last. That's like the last check. That's like the last check box on my checklist of things in my mind. It's like, do I need this? Not really. Like, do I have the resources? Yeah. Do I need to do this for content? I guess I do. And then it's like, and then you end up doing it, even though you have absolutely no need for it. Um, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Also, like if you're actively playing the game, you're just gonna do stuff like kind of naturally anyways. So for me, if I took a couple days off from the game, like literally I'd never take days off from the game because that's just the way it is. Like I'm a kind of creature of habit. I just do things out of habit. So I have a really like I don't miss things. I don't miss like clan boss, for example. I don't miss like refreshing the soulstone altar, like you just little stuff like that I just don't miss. It's just kind of habit. um but yeah, if I missed a couple days, I don't know, that would be a bad sign. I think that would be like the 1 foot out the door kind of thing. If I went on vacation for like 2 weeks and I didn't play the game, that's like 1 foot out the door for me. Is I feel like whenever I go on an extended break from a game, uh it lets me like detach from it, and then I break the habit. And then once you break the habit, it's like you're out. This is what happened with my last two games that I actually stopped. The last two games that I played for many years, I took like a couple week break, and then I never really got back into it full swing, and then that was it. I feel like it would be the same for Raid. If I ever took like a week or two off, I would be 1 foot out the door. All right, take care, David. Have a great day. Yep, thanks for hanging out. Matchmaking is unfair. To be honest, I have a 5-month account and I'm at level 73. 80% of the time I face higher players. Some days I can't even get the 5-win chest. Well, yeah, it is some kind of unfair. Like, I don't know. We were watching some games earlier where I was just getting slapped around. But the system's supposed to line you up for about a 50% win rate. So if you can beat 50% win rate, then you're doing better than the system is intended to do. So we all have bad days, right? Some days you have good days, some days you have bad days. But ultimately, the system wants you to be around 50%. Waiting for Shayak. All right, all right. How easy is Bronze Live Arena? Day 54. Haven't tried, but got a second nuker. Speed booster up to 60 today. I mean, you should just do it. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. You should just do it. Try your best. You'll eventually win. You'll eventually, just put together some wins, and all those wins will mean some kind of reward, right? You're getting medals, you're getting energy, you're getting multi battles, you're getting gear. So you just do it. If it doesn't take too much time or effort, just and even if you have nobody to pick, just pick the same five guys all the time and just click auto. Like that's kind of better than nothing. We both sound a hill. Yeah. You don't miss gem mine? Yeah, I don't miss gem mine either. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I like that people notice it, right? Because like one of the creators, Biohack noticed that I never miss clan boss. He's like, you're the only content creator that I saw that never missed clan boss. You had the most clan boss chests acquired out of every single content creator. This means that you literally never miss your clan boss chest. You're averaging 4 chests a day minimum, sometimes more, and that makes sense because we get extra clan boss keys, right? And then I was like, oh yeah, that's true. And that is true. I just don't miss that stuff, right? And it just shows that you're naturally like a grinder, right? It shows you play the game. Basically, it shows you play the game. Um, and yeah, I do. I play the game. Um, not there yet. Not finished. So this event, what cost you like 2,000 energy or so? Damn it, still 1,000 points away. So 1,000 points, it's like six, seven runs, 300 energy. All right, all right, all right. I guess we'll tap it out. Tap it out here. It's kind of nice. The energy's good. Tap tap. Is this your full-time job? No, I don't do this full-time. It's too stressful to do this full-time, man. To rely on your income solely from this is way too stressful. I can't do this. I don't make enough doing this anyways, so it's just kind of for fun. But obviously, I take it more seriously than most people that just do it for fun. Like I do it seriously, right? You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it does. It pays me a little bit, and it is fun. And I play this game, so might as well um, make videos if people want to see it, and then make a little bit of extra, a little bit of extra money on the side. But as full time money goes, it's not significant enough. But yeah, I treat it seriously like a full time job. I got a second man eater from sec 2x voids. I'm missing seeker for bat eater. I don't think you need seeker. You can make. I think there's other teams you can make with two man eaters. But yeah, you don't need seeker. I think. You know what? I never built a double man eater team like for my own account. Like I built it for other people, but I never built it for my own account because I never pulled two man eaters for my accounts. For this account, my main account, I pulled Maneater relatively early, like maybe month 4 or 5, and that really helped because I, obviously get you to Ultra Nightmare and stuff. So I had to run the budget unkillable, the Maneater, pain in the ass team, but it gave you the 3 key Ultra Nightmare chest or 2 key Ultra Nightmare chest sometimes. But yeah, that was really really good. But I've never had a double Maneater team. You do okay. That's good. I mean, if you do it full time, it's good. It depends on where you live too, right? If you have a low cost of living area, then the revenue could be good enough for full time. But where I live, this is like working at 7-Eleven or it's very very low amounts of money. Definitely not enough to live. Just don't miss. Yeah. Worth it to get a dupe Packmaster? Probably not. Unless you're looking for faction guardians, probably not. When I take time for raid, I take it 1 or 2 months. Yeah. If I took a month off from a game, I'd probably just quit. I can't play a game like casually. That's the thing with me. Like that's just like my personality. If I play a game, I play it like hardcore. I look for, I try to figure out the best strategies. Like I try to do things as well as I can. Do things at the high level. I can't just play it casually. So I don't consider myself like a very big gamer. Like I don't jump game to game. I commit pretty hard to one game and then I play it at a high level, or I try to. Anyway. Okay, so we're one run away. I need to find 20 energy somewhere. Come on, Hydra key. Energy. Okay, this time we got gems. I think we won first on Fire Knight, so no energy. Speaking of money, that 150K account takeover video was hilarious and sad. He's a super nice guy. He is a super nice guy. I've been talking to him a lot, and I feel for him, man. Like he likes the game, obviously, and spent a ton of money into the game. Likes the game, wants to keep playing the game, but there's just so much going on in the game. There's like zero chance for a player that's brand new. If you throw an account like that at a player that's brand new, they have no idea what's going on. They have zero idea what's going on. They don't even know where to start. Like, I really feel for him. I really feel for him because you don't even know where to start. You don't even know where to start. It's like for you guys that have played the game for like a year or two or something. You guys have an idea what the game is like, and then you guys might ask like, oh, what area of the game? What area of the game should I focus on? Right? Like we just had somebody ask that in chat. What area of the game should I focus on? For this guy, if I said you should get you should get merciless gear from Cintranos, he would be like, what's merciless gear? Like we're at that level. Like like we're at that level, you know what I mean? Um so for this guy, he is very lost and he has an account that is like, big spend, man. Big spend. Big spend. Big spend. Um so I really feel for the guy and I just said like, hey man, you need to just play the game for like a year and just learn how to play the game. Just understand the game. Like you basically got yourself you basically got yourself like a fighter jet and you literally cannot turn this thing on. Like you can't turn the freaking jet on. Like you know what I mean? You can't do anything with the jet. You literally need to take a year and figure out how to turn the freaking engines on this jet. Like you know what I mean? So that's why I basically like okay, you just need to play the game. Just learn it. Here is Hell Hades website. Big shout out to Hell Hades. His website is still a great source of general information. I still use it pretty much daily just to look up like objective things like stats and stages and just requirements for stats and stuff, multipliers and all that stuff. Optimizer is great, but I'm not even going to talk about optimizers with this guy. I was like, here's a Hell Hades site. Knock yourself out, right? Like this is going to be a great source of resource for you. But yeah, we're at that stage. So you know, like I had to tell him today, like, hey man, like if you have an ability that has this red box here, this is called a status debuff. This is called a debuff. If you want to apply this, you need to have accuracy on your champions. Like we're at that level, right? I'm like, if you want to do damage, you need to have this stat, damage based on this, right? So Yeah, I feel for the guy. I feel for the guy. He's getting butchered in the comments, right? He's getting butchered in the comments, blah blah blah. But I'm like, he's a nice guy, right? He has money, nice guy, but he has a lot to learn. And this game is not very good at teaching you, so you need somebody to teach you. I experienced having the full manual of my Hydra team. I know how people take an hour. Oh yeah, easily, especially if the run is subject to RNG fails. Hey Patrick, how are you? We're doing good, thanks. Do I use Empress? Empress is too slow for Sand Devil, to be honest. Sometimes I use like my Newt and Godseeker and Eerie, and I run 3 food. It's just faster. Um, yeah. For things like if I'm away at work, I usually run other things instead of like slow running dungeons nowadays. You're really the only person I really watch other videos, and you've taught me a lot. Oh, thanks, Ethan. Appreciate that. I like to play one game at a time as well. Got addicted to raid, but the energy kills me every day. It's just not enough. 100%, man. Even for me, it's not enough. But later on, it doesn't really matter that much. Whoa, look at his chest. That's a cool chest armor. Hands. Pretty cool chest armor. I have to find something else to play after I spend my energy. Otherwise, the urge to spend starts creeping out. That's why I play 2 accounts. I play 2 raid accounts. So before, when my energy was running out and I was running out of things to do in the early game, I had a second account. So I made my second account 3 months after my first account. So I assume at the 3 month mark, you get kind of bored, start running out of things to do. The winner of the account giveaway, I'm gonna announce it probably next weekend. We're gonna do a community post, so just stay tuned. There's about, I think there's about 500 entrants right now, so good, good, good bunch of people. 2 Sacred Shards. I got lucky. Got second was a Lego. Got Ruark and Marionyx. What do you think? Ruark has some use. Ruark's A1 is very solid. He does require accuracy, but his A1 transfer all debuffs from the champion to the target. You don't need books, which is great. You don't need masteries, which is great. But you do need accuracy on him. And with his A1, he can transfer things like poisons. So you can really do, you can basically solo like the Nether Spider, for example, transferring poisons. You could even use this against a hard dragon. So when the dragon lays poisons on you, you use his A1 and send the poisons back to the dragon. And then the dragon just dies, just melts when you poison him. So Ruark does have some use. And he's actually decent. He has an AoE 3-turn decrease attack, continuous heals, and then he has a 4-turn taunt increase, defense, and strengthen. And it's not bad, right? He's not bad. He's decent, but his main use is his A1. No books needed, which is great. No masteries. It took 2 months to understand the game, but that's only because of content creators like you. So thanks for all the help. Yeah, I mean, the game is not easy to learn, man. There's like, what do you do? Like I don't even know. Like, there's just too much. Like, what do you do? So, he's asking me like things like, "Is this champion good?" And I was like, "Wow, that is a question that a new player would ask. Is this champion good?" And he can't properly evaluate the champion, and it makes sense. It's so hard to properly evaluate the champion. He doesn't know if this champion deals damage. He's like, "Is this a damage dealer?" And I was like, "Wow, the game actually doesn't really help you with that." Right? Like, I was like, wow, this is real, right? Like, this is what a brand new player would have to deal with. Obviously, like, if you're free to play, you have no options. So you really study your own champions. Like, you're like looking at your Kale, like, hey, like my Kale, like, then you start knowing everything about your stupid Kale. But for a guy that has, like I said, a fighter jet, he has too much things going on, right? So Marianne's not that great, but she does bring hex if you need it for Hydra and stuff. Oh, sorry, we got the stone pull, right? Did you perhaps send the Empress versus Carnage clip to Plarium? It was a bug or not? I don't remember. I think I did. I don't remember. I think they said it was not a bug. So if it's not a bug, and if I didn't say anything about a bug, then it's probably not a bug. But any kind of bug request that I get, I usually send in. I just forget about it. Sorry, we're gonna do that poll here. Knowledge helps a lot in Ray. I put Lego books on Relic Keeper on my first account. Oh my god, that's nasty. Wukong's here, so 9-piece Merciless, Quickish, 274 accuracy. A little bit low on the attack, to be honest. I don't think I have the best gear on him. Like for example, this weapon doesn't have attack. Weapon doesn't have crit damage. Oh, sorry, the helm doesn't have crit damage. The shield doesn't have crit damage. This is a godly glove. No attack on it. Chest kind of sucks. 5-star chest. But it does have accuracy. I mean, it doesn't have crit damage. This boot sucks, but it does have accuracy on it. No crit damage. And this ring is HP ring. So I don't have a attack ring or a bunch of HP rings. This banner is pretty good. Not bad. It's hard to get good pieces. Like really hard to get good like merciless pieces. I think my best merciless pieces are still on Rotos. Yeah, my best merciless pieces are still on Rotos. Like I have mythical gear on Rotos, right? Mythical merciless gear. So he has really good mythical merciless gear. Like this is like perfect for him. Well, I guess attack percentage is better than HP percentage, but this is still really strong. This helm freaking sucks ass, but gives him attack percentage, HP percentage, speed. But this helm kind of sucks ass, to be honest. This shield, insanely good shield for HP based damage dealer. Again, this is probably the best it could be for Rotos, but yeah, still fine. This glove, very strong for Rotos. Flat HP is very strong for Rotos, but you want attack percentage too, so missing that. A good chest for Rotos. Good damage missing. This boot's really good for Rotos. You want HP, flat HP here, or HP percentage would be good. And obviously the rolls into crit damage. This is perfect ring. The perfect ring for Rotos, other than it's not a quad. Flat HP, HP with attack percentage roll. This is the perfect ring for Rotos. But yeah, no quad roll, unfortunately. Whatever amulet. And the banner is pretty good. Pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. You want flat HP, that would be perfect, but we did hit the double flat HP roll here. And it has attack percentage too. I mean, it's good. It's good. Can't complain. Oh, masteries? Sorry. I went with crit damage just because he's running the cat's gaze. He's running the cat's gaze. I probably should take Helm Smasher. I don't know. But I ended up taking Flawless Execution because I was running this setup for the event dungeon team, and I didn't switch it back. But usually I take Helm Smasher here for the ignore defense. But I am running the Cat's Gaze, and then on his A2, he ignores 50%. And then he's running Merciless, so that's 35, so that's 85. So he's already dealing 100% ignore defense on his A2. So I felt no need to use the Helm Smasher. Of course, Helm Smasher would help his A3 and A1. So I just ended up taking the extra crit damage. I don't know. You could go either way. But it honestly depends if you have 100% ignore defense or not. For me, I do. So is it easy to play 2 accounts through Play and Play? Yes, it's quite smooth. Looks good. Is Matsumoto any good? No, I don't think so. What's the minimum stats for Godseeker Near in Sand Devil? I watched a video about it. But what's the absolute minimum? I recently pull her, but I can't get 5k defense regen gear. I I think for 25, you probably need 4.5k defense, 70k HP at least. I would say somewhere around there to start. God, and in regen immortal, you have to have both sets of healing. If you have the elixir will help. So if you know what I'm talking about, the this guy, this we call it the piss bottle. So if you have the piss bottle, it's gonna help because she gets an extra 10% heal when she takes the big hits, and then sometimes the little hits can kind of hit her down low, and then she'll heal back up, and then she'll take another little hit again, and then she'll heal back up again. So the piss bottle here is gonna be really really good. So you have one of those, slap it on. I was surprised that Marionex kind of mid in reviews. I kind of like her kit. She doesn't deal good damage, but she does bring debuffs, decreased defense and hex. So you can bring her. She's squishy, so she's low stats, so she can't really take a hit. But yeah, she can be helpful. I mean, she's not like complete garbage, right? Like she's not like Elegaeus or something. Sorry, I didn't want to throw Elegaeus under the bus, but like she's not like Elegaeus levels, right? If you guys don't know who Elegaeus is, this guy. This guy's pretty bad. But you know what? Even this guy found some use. He helped me beat Undead Hordes 21 to get Lydia with this stupid passive here. Prevents death. Keeps him at 1 HP from a fatal hit. So the boss has this huge axe that one-shots most champions. But he was targeting the Elegaeus and he couldn't kill the Elegaeus. And then that's kind of like the strategy to beat the boss on 21. Um, Hey Alan, what's up, man? Thinking about that one where Embrius didn't revive against Carnage A1. Yeah, we have a lot of open tickets about Embrys, but so far they haven't said anything wrong with it, so I would assume nothing is wrong. So is 5-star blessing doggo still a thing? Yes. They confirmed it. They confirmed it's coming. So they're just probably trying to drain everybody's resources first before releasing it. So I would just hold tight if that's your goal. Golden Elixir helps so much. There you go. Yeah. 4.6k defense, 72k HP, 5-star blessing. Does the blessing help? Does the blessing reduce damage from the boss? I don't remember if it applies for this guy. Is there a blessing bonus here? I don't think there is. Like sometimes some bosses. Oh, there is. No, no, there isn't. Yeah, some bosses, if you have super high blessing, you get reduced damage benefits, but I don't think you do against Sand Devil. Yeah, the blessing's not super important, to be honest. 60k, 4.5k defense. Officially rebranded the colostomy bag now. No blessing. Any news about the new faction? They said it's coming in 2026, probably around springtime, and they said it's not goblins, not robots. That's all we know. Red dots don't bother you? Nope, they don't. They're strategically placed. We'll say that. They're strategically placed. Thanks for the help. I'm currently using Embrys for 25, but it takes too much time, and changing his gear every time for the arena gear is a pain. Fortunately, I have the elixir. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain to do it back and forth, and it's a little bit slow for me, to be honest. But yeah, it's definitely a viable strategy. Actually, the Embrys can actually solo Phantom Shogun too. If you guys didn't know, Embrys can actually solo the Phantom Shogun. Um, but you need a blessing. You need a high blessing on it. Otherwise, the shade counter starts going up. But basically, what happens is that Embrys, all his extra turn mechanics can cycle through the Enfeeble. And then he has the health swap for healing. And then he has the revive on death in case he dies. And he'll eventually kill the boss. So really, really good champion, but you need a high blessing. I would say 4 plus probably. Shogun has awakening bonus. I already talked about it earlier, but it doesn't seem kind of random to me to make a post about Razin lore this morning. It sure does. It definitely makes you think that something is happening. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm surprised that somebody mentioned that Razin post happened. Next spring. That's a long way. Is it? Like 6 months away. Maybe for the anniversary. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, maybe for the anniversary. But they'll give us a heads up. Usually they give us what, month or two heads up before they add a new faction, because it gives people a chance to finish faction wars or whatever. Did I get it right? I better farm Yannicka in Guild Shop because after her something else pops if you completed her. I don't remember. I think there is something that replaces Yannicka. Yes, there is something that replaces Yannicka. Hold on. We can have a look here. Yeah, there is something that replaces Yannicka when she's gone. In clan shop, Yannicka was this, I think. Item pool. Yeah, so Arbiter skin, Yannicka. So Yannicka's gone. You get relics or 4-star glyphs. It's all crap. I mean, you get one relic craft or you get 4-star glyphs. To be honest, it's all crap. If you're a new player, you should be really doing this. If you're a new player, you should be getting this. These rings. Because you might not be able to farm 6-star rings. So, but this is a easy access to them. Rare relic expensive? Yeah, it's not really worth it. And you only get one craft, which is stupid as hell. Like, to be honest, there should be 4 crafts. Like, there should be 4 crafts, and you should pay, like, I don't know, 1,500 for each or whatever. Whatever, make it whatever price. But you should have, like, 4 or 5 crafts, not just one craft. Like, who cares about one craft? Like, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. And you're gonna get that, like, once every month. You know, you're gonna get one paid for rare relic craft once a month, because there's 2 options for that item, and yeah, there's 2 options for this item slot. So you're gonna get it half the time. So once per month, you're gonna get 1 rare relic. Just ridiculous. Like, what's the point? What is even the point? What is even the point? Yodosa, yes. Oh, sorry, we're pulling the thing. Yes. Okay, this is the last thing we do. Okay, we just pulled a 5-star Mishinaki. Can we get lucky here and pull something crazy? Come on. Oh! Oh! Yes! Oh my god, what a win! What a win! Oh my god, what a win! This is massive. What a win. We get the defense and the crit damage here. What a win. Holy fuck. What a win. Oh my god, what a W. Oh my god, what a W, guys. Holy shit. I actually have this champion. I use her and I love this. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm freaking pumped. I'm pumped. I am pumped. There we go, guys. Hopefully you guys learned a lot today. Let's go. Let's go. Crit damage. Let's go. Plus defense. Massive. Massive boost. Yeah, huge W. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Look at that. Plus 38 crit damage. Thank you very much. Look at that. Plus 600 defense. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, cheese. The new Ash and Syl. I love this champion. She's awesome. I love her. Gives me a chance against when I get outsped. Although, you know, she's not as good as like somebody like Galathea or something, but like she's still very good. And this relic I can definitely change. I'm not too sure which relic works the best on her. Maybe wand would work best. Oh yeah, all these 5 Suros I got yesterday from my crafting session, by the way. So I'll post that video after this stream, but you guys gonna have a look. It's terrible luck. Yeah, I'm not sure which relic would work best. Maybe the wand. He's awesome. Live stream luck. There you go, guys. All right. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. Once again, if you guys are, you know, feeling thankful, feeling generous, make sure you guys hit that like button. Would really appreciate that. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We do stream every CVC And I try to sneak in some pop-up streams here and there whenever I got some time. Yeah, make sure you guys in on that. If you guys want to get in on the account giveaway, that's going to be active until probably the weekend, and I'll post something on the community post. It's on one of my most recent videos, so you guys can jump in on that. It's not a crazy account, but it's a good account, and it needs work. It needs work. But yeah, hopefully it goes to a nice home. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a great day. Have a great Tuesday. Thanks for hanging out. See you guys later. Have a good one.